If you or a loved one has had thoughts of self-harm, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 or visit suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. With your esteemed hosts, Jim Bishop.
The chaps would be great because I can take shits. Pisses too, because pisses will be deflected down toward my feet.
And Tyler Fudge.
Stupidest fucking conversation.
That's what I'm doing later today, man.
Suplex City Limits.
Welcome. Thank you for downloading episode 330 of Suplex City Limits, recorded live on YouTube August 7th, 2021. Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. It's your boy, the King of Bong style Jim Vicious. He's saltier than cured breakfast meat and sweeter than a drizzle of maple syrup. He's the Canadian Bacon Destroyer, my co-host.
You're goddamn right that Canadian breakfast meat's salty as fuck, man. Because that back bacon, it might taste delicious, but you need a lot of water to get it down, much like me, Mr. Tyler Fudge. Needs a lot of water to get me
Like,
down.
middle of the night, I was laying in bed and thought of that. I just grabbed my phone.
Well, you fucking Dave Chappelle just writing notes here in bed.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Suplex City Limits available for listening where fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. Follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show, consider supporting it by picking up a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. Until August 7th, you can save 20% on all wrestling merchandise at Pro Wrestling Tees with the code SUMMERTIME.
Summertime,
Summertime.
summer breeze makes me feel fine. Sorry.
You can also donate on our Patreon. Get yourself a shout out on the show. I fucking dropped the ball completely on
Again?
this.
Well, we all love those Patreon subscribers, right?
Let's
it's not
go.
that you try.
I got them, but they're probably not in the right order. So I apologize.
I'm sure they will lash out.
Let's see. Josh Arson Larson, Justin Dick for Days Daily, The Evil Evan, Lucas Gucci Balducci, Blaine Vanilla Martin Corns, friends of the Smack It Down podcast, B-Rad Brad, Caleb, you should see the size of his Organfield Morganfield, the Rice Jabroni Tyloni, Kick-Ass Keith Martin, and of course, the Roach Killer, Chris Savage. Thank you guys very much. You are all bad motherfuckers. This week on the show,
Badass.
we'll be talking a bunch of WWE releases. That seems like a weekly thing.
Yeah. And apparently I checked Twitter this morning, and Andrew Zarian from the Madman podcast is saying there's more to come, so we'll see if there's breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking my back.
Maybe. We've got all that. We've got the news, Mark Tank, the top 3, all kinds of shit. So hang out for the next probably 2 hours
More than likely.
while we do this shit. Thanks to everybody in the chat, everybody watching live on YouTube. You guys fucking rock. If you don't watch live, join us some Saturday. It's a good time.
It is a good time. Gotta love it. I get excited for it every week, and it's not because I get to listen to Jim's voice. Fuck that dude. It's just like being around the chat, so.
I endure listening to this fat shit to be around you guys. Tremendous. Let's kick it off as we do every week with the Around the World live hit. There's a lot of pro wrestling podcasts out there, but only one with a live Around the World hit.
Yes.
So if you're a weed smoker, I mean, I guess if you meth too, I don't suggest don't smoke meth,
you know
man.
what?
But if you do, you might as well take a hit with us, right?
I don't know if you'll understand what's going on in the show, but hey, maybe you'll nod out on us, but hey, whatever. Take your
Okay.
vice and put it in your mouth.
If a heroin junkie nods off halfway through the show and it keeps playing, that counts as a listen.
It does. YouTube won't discriminate. They'll discriminate on a lot of stuff. They won't discriminate on that though.
Let's do drugs that grow from the earth, boys. Let's take a rip together here. 3, 2, 1. I just go too hard.
Always.
I was trying to get my bong ripping so it'll like maybe go through the mic. And all of a sudden I've got just a massive hit.
That's the same thing I try to do too, and it fucks me over all the time. So, yeah, I had even had something I was going to say, and then my bong rip just killed me.
Well, there you go. The live around the world hit.
Yeah, we're
Let's
the only.
keep this mother moving.
Sorry. Sorry, don't worry about it. Just go. Just go.
Just go. All right. Kick it off with this week's SCL Top 3.
Suplex City Limits Top 3.
Suplex City Limits Top 3. Our top 3 matches of the week. Send it over to Mr. Tyler Fudge.
Our number 3 match of this week hails from Impact Wrestling. It is their main event. It is a 6-man tag between the Elite, which consists of Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, taking on Sami Callihan, Crazy Eddie Edwards, and Frankie Kazarian making his debut back in Impact. And I thought this was a fine main event, a nice 6-man. It's nice that Impact has fans there for regular TV shows now. It might not be more than you get at the Performance Center, but hey, it's something. There's some good storyline telling in this match because we know in the past Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards have had a long-lasting feud over the baseball bat. Just what Jim Cornette wanted Sami Callihan to be fired over and never spoke about it again. So that plays into the match a little bit. Then you got the Elite killer Frankie Kazarian going against the Elite. All in all, I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, kind of a slow week as far as, there was like a lot of blow-away matches this week, but really good. I love 6-man tags. I like Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers. I like all of this. Good stuff.
Yeah, gotta love
And how crazy is it, too? I mean, I try to stop every week and stop wrestling fans and just, take a second and realize how fucking crazy all of this is, man.
Yeah, really, though. Just how much fluidity there is to people working together. And just how much different it could get in the future with, whenever borders may ever lift, so that Japanese and English talent can swap more frequently. We'll see how that goes. But right now, it's pretty fantastic.
You've had, and just recently, a number 1 contender for the NWA Women's Championship decided on Dynamite. Next week, you have the Impact Tag Team Championships on the line. You've had New Japan belts on the line.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
All of Impact's champions are basically on from AEW. I guess the Good Brothers are from Impact technically. But.
Yeah, they're seen more on AEW though, I'm sure.
Are those guys having a fucking ball right now?
Oh yeah.
You listen to if you listen to their podcast, they haven't been on it in 2 weeks. It's just Rocky Romero by himself.
Just too busy. Too goddamn
those
busy
guys
over here.
are just living the fucking dream right now.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt, they are. They're getting paid by 2 different companies, I'm sure, and having a blast doing so. And Carl Anderson gets to stay away from his family, which he seems to not want to be around. So,
well, yeah. I mean, when your wife's blowing up your spot and shit, and posts a picture of you passed out, and she writes shit all over your face because she thinks you've been cheating on her or something.
Yeah. I mean.
How many times has that happened where his wife has blown him up on at least 2 times?
It's at the very fucking least.
Yeah. If you want to fuck a bunch of broads, maybe don't have 42 kids at home.
Yeah, and immigrate a lady from Japan.
So many people don't get this. You don't have to get married, dude. I'm
No.
39 years old, still haven't been married. I have a girlfriend. Right? Okay? That's how you fucking play this game.
I agree. I agree. You got to be somewhat smart about it. Right?
I have a girlfriend. That means I can easily get a different girlfriend. I hope she doesn't listen to it. Don't tell her.
Mrs. Vicious. Hold on, let me Facebook right now. Is she
Been
in the
together
bedroom?
for, like-
Is she in the bedroom? Because she might come out fucking fire.
No, she's at work.
Oh.
She's at work today. So, anyway.
Anyway.
But yeah, this is good shit.
Yeah.
So, moving on to number 2.
Number 2, what do you know it? Another 6-way. It's John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin taking on Daniel Garcia and 2.0, which is better known as Everrise. So they recently were the last round of cuts from WWE. That was what? I feel like it was weeks ago. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it was too long.
I mean, probably just that last one, 30, 40 days ago, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had kind of had issues with this. I thought it was like a fun match and everything like that, but I was like, why?
It makes no sense. There's no
all
reason.
these newcomers came in and they challenged, the top guys. Like, I tell them to get fucking lost, man.
Yeah, but now, mind you, they're newcomers to us, but if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, they're on the same level program on the other channel, coming over kind of a lateral move. So, like, I get it. You know what I mean? It might be just because we don't watch NXT with great regularity, doesn't mean that they're not over with some of the audience. You know what I mean? I know that B-Rad Brad will argue to the end of the earth for these guys, right? So,
he was a big fan of their indie shit.
yeah.
And he sent me some promos from when they were
good.
on the indies and stuff, and they're really good.
They cut a promo on Road to Homecoming on YouTube last week or this week, and it was great. Like, the longer-haired dude, I admittedly don't know their names, cuts a great promo. And they had a great gifable moment, and well, it was mainly Darby Allin, but they're awestruck by Sting, and they just get fucking clobbered by a suicida by Darby Allin. So I mean, great gifable moment.
That motherfucker got wrecked, dude.
Yeah, he did. You're goddamn right, he got wrecked.
Holy shit! I was like, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, he was pretty much all classified dead. DEA. Dead on
2.0 is a shitty name.
2.0 is a stupid name. I don't get it. I really don't. Like,
well, I mean, it's just that's your name. How are you gonna install shirts at 2.0 on it?
Matt Hardy sold a lot of shirts that had 1.0 written on it. That was it. That was
just
all
that.
Yep, 1.0. So,
get a fucking brand kit.
Now, mind you, Matt Hardy version 1.0 or whatever the fuck it was. Oh no, it wasn't 1.0. It was V1 or something like that. Is what it said. Not 1.0. So yeah, my bad. I misspoke. But this match I thought was just stupid fun to watch in a week where we didn't have a lot of great wrestling. So yeah.
Very good. And moving on to number 1.
Number 1, we get smarky as fuck. This comes straight from Red Leaf Retrocast. He gave me a shout out that 5-Star Grand Prix was starting for Stardom, which is their G1 essentially. And they had a fantastic match on night 1 between Momo Watanabe and Mayu Iwatani. And just digging back and forth. These two, they have a fairly big rivalry going on back in Japan where Momo and Mayu really... Momo is in Queen's Quest and Mayu is, it's just a big old rigmarole. I'm sure you guys don't want a whole rundown of it now. But if you want to see a women's match that less than 20 minutes, they work like men and they do a great job in it, just check out this match. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
And we're
canceled. No.
It's on, dude. I'll be a hit over there.
It would be a hit over here in certain realms too, I would imagine.
Did you download, completely unrelated to this show, did you download Katamari Damacy yet?
Katamari. Oh, like that game that you're telling me to download that was going to blow my mind? No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
You got to do it, dude. I'm telling you. Then get baked, and then don't look it up. Don't look anything about that game. Just download it, get baked, throw it on, and yeah. Anybody in here who's ever played Katamari, I started playing it again because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And then Tyler tells me he's never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. And I'm not going to.
I can't imagine a virgin mind going into it. I was just.
I'm excited to try it and see what happens to me.
Because the most Japanese. If it'll make sense, I guess, why I'm like coming up with little Japanese songs. Because the music in it's all Japanese.
That's fair.
For the most part.
That's fair.
It might be the most Japanese thing to ever exist, but no less.
There you go.
Both of these two are great. Iwatani, we've seen a ton. We know she's great. Watanabe is also great.
Yeah, and there's so much story in these Joshi matches. That's the cool thing about it. You've got Momo, who can never win the big one, and you've got Mayu, who has never been able to win in the opening rounds of the Grand Prix, and it continues on with Mayu not being able to win because Momo picks up her big victory that she's been lacking, and it's great match. I can't say anything more about it.
Momo Watanabe, Mayu Iwatani. I am so baked. I forgot that we have a chat.
Oh yeah, no, we do. We got a lot of new names in the chat. It seems.
We gotta get that other thing working. So
what other thing?
You pay $1, and then it pops it up on the screen for us.
Man, I gotta get a whole nother program and then redo everything. That'll come in time. That'll come in time.
Yeah, no. It's like there's so much chat, and you're trying to do the show. It's like hard for me to.
It is. But it's hard
Salvador
to.
Garcia has spent his week on a Danhausen binge, and because of me, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah.
I also will sit and watch him open packages from people or open toys and shit. I'm like, why am I watching this man open toys? I'm 39 years old. Been watching a man in face paint do a silly voice and open packages from fans.
Hey man, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right?
Love that Danhausen. He had Jericho on his thing for like only 10 minutes. But I have faith that he will end up in AEW. Like Jericho, you can tell Jericho loves what he's doing and has fun doing shit with him.
Yes. No, 100%.
You know, because he brings up their matches in Japan, throws it right at Jericho, and Jericho just like starts freestyling about when, you know, him and Danhausen would headline the Tokyo Dome and shit.
That's great.
It's fucking awesome, man.
That is great. Danhausen, you know, like we look back on this whole real thing, just this indie super name, super popular dude, all really started with Colt Cabana, and then you've seen what the Young Bucks do with it. But what Danhausen is doing is, because like you look at it, there was what's his name, Warhorse and Danhausen. They really came in around the same time, kind of doing the same thing, getting.
What the fuck is Warhorse? I hadn't seen him.
That's what I was just gonna say. Obviously, Danhausen is the one that really was able to drive this, because we see where Danhausen is now, and Warhorse. Where's Warhorse? You know what I mean? Like I see him on Twitter every now and then doing Warhorse things, but Danhausen really just shown his prowess, and he's so good and he's doing something so different. I just love it. Everything about it.
When Warhorse comes out, do they announce his height and hands? That would be fucking awesome. You know? He's like 8.5 hands tall. Fucking awesome.
Oh, god damn.
But yeah, he's Danhausen. This is the weekly Danhausen put over.
Yeah.
If somebody can just let him know that we're putting him over every week.
Yes. Maybe he can show us some very, very nice, very evil stuff.
He's limited by Ring of Honor. He's the most well-known guy there, and they're fucking shit in the bed. That last pay-per-view they did, it's like everyone in the crowd, not everybody, but dude, there's Danhausen face paints everywhere and Danhausen shirts, and everybody loves it. And he's on a kickoff match with a 50-year-old.
What the fuck?
As its teammate versus two fucking fat guys. You know? It's like, bro. I mean, at least he's got the match coming up with Dalton Castle. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that should be actually, two great characters. Admittedly, I've fallen off the Dalton Castle train in the last year or so since he was injured. You know, because he had that great push towards the ROH World Title, and then all of a sudden his back just completely gives out. You know, like
Yeah. I
it's a
fucking love
shame.
Dalton Castle.
Me too. That whole gimmick is fantastic.
But before we wrap on the Danhausen, my goal is to get somebody to make a action figure. He can't get anyone to make an action figure of him, even though there's tons of interest. I don't understand. So, like, tweet Ringside Collectibles. Tell them they're fucking dumb. Well, don't do that, but tell them to make that Danhausen fucking action figure. Because I'm out of the wrestling action figure game. I still see ones. I saw like this new Bam Bam Bigelow one that came out, and I was like, oh my god, that's
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah.
awesome. Because Nick Gage was tweeting about it, trying to get, but it's a Target exclusive, and I was like, that's why you don't fucking do this shit anymore. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't
No
have a
hate to
Target.
anybody who does, but like I can't deal with it and the stress of it in my life. So, but I will buy a Danhausen action figure.
I would too.
And,
I would too. All you got right
put it
now
up
is one of
on
those
my desk.
micro buddies, so
Nah, yeah, we need like the real fucking deal.
I don't like micro buddies. It's not my thing.
I like I have both sets of the WWE ones they put out a few years back. They only did 2 and then they quit. But I like them, but Ring of Honor, sorry. Pro Wrestling Tee is selling them for like $20 a shot.
Right.
And then just like, this one's available for 3 days. It's like, people are, if someone's really addicted to that, they're taking advantage of people's like addiction.
Be rad, Brad.
You know? But whatever. He doesn't buy them all. He doesn't have every one of those things.
I'm kidding, B Rad Brad. I just jam with you.
Impact is so like, I don't know. I guess the Void of Stars. They had a fucking Scott D'Amore one. I was like, that was fun. Pay like $15 for Scott D'Amore fucking
Yeah,
micro buddy.
Get your fucking shit together, boys.
Anyway,
goddamn.
moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah, check out all 6 shows on the network. There you go.
Yeah, fix the graphic, baby. I allowed OG Metalcast to become a show again.
Thanks. We're supposed to record tomorrow.
And not if I got anything to do with it.
So from there, let's move on to some of the shit that's happened this week. I don't know what you want to talk about. I do have quite a bit on the stupidity of WWE this week.
Well, let's get into some of the stupidity on the WWE, and then we'll work our way down the weekly wrestling chain. So, Jim, take it away. Stupid shit that happened in the WWE.
I'm trying to get my notes.
Way to go, Jim. Way to fucking go.
Okay. Some of the dumb things I saw people talking about in WWE. Which, to the new people here who clarify, we have not watched WWE in years.
I've watched.
You
SmackDown.
watched? What did you watch? Some
I
pay-per-view?
watched SmackDown when they first came back the first night, and
Then you watched some
I
pay-per-view
watched
recently?
some of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, aka the Money in the Bank matches in the main event.
I guess I'd take that back. I watched the Royal Rumble match. And that was it. Anyway. So they've had Riker versus Elias, allegedly,
Allegedly,
for 6 weeks now.
I've heard.
same-
I've heard.
And the same guy wins every match.
Riker wins every week.
Like, they just have all these matches that are just the same
Yeah.
match, like, over and over, and it makes no sense.
Raw's got a half a dozen people on it at times. You know what I mean? It's like, you want to watch a TV show where Goldberg's in 18 segments and Bobby Lashley's in 17? Go for it, man. There's Raw.
It seems like that, right?
Yeah, it is. It's no seeming like it at all. Raw
Well, I don't
has
know.
the
I mean-
3-hour show. I don't watch it, but I keep it close to my chest. You know what I mean? Like, just to see what it's all about. They don't. They have the same amount of people as SmackDown does with an extra hour. That they like, not maybe the same amount of people in total, but the same amount of people that they've been highlighting.
Yeah. So they did that, the crowd sweetening thing. Do you see that clip? Holy shit.
Yeah, the 16-time world champion Drew McIntyre.
Dude. I mean, we could do that more professionally on this podcast, and we're stoned.
Some days we do.
Like, all you have to do is get a clip the crowd cheering,
Yeah.
and set it as a fucking, on the soundboard,
Yeah, exactly.
They're playing old audio with commentary and shit. Like, are you out of your fucking minds? Like, why would you do it that way? I have no idea who would be that inept to do it that way.
No, and you know that they're recording the crowd all the time. You know what I mean? Like, they've got the mic set up. It's not like the crowd blends in with the commentary. They can isolate that easily.
Catch you talking about shit up there?
It's just stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you do that shit? Why ill prepared?
The crowd is back. It's like I've said before. I'm surprised they actually did go back to crowds.
Yeah,
it's like he wants to do what he wants to do with his shows. He doesn't fucking really want you to be there. It irritates him that you're gonna have to have you there to make money.
Yeah.
Because he really doesn't want you there. He doesn't want you booing people that he doesn't want you to boo. He doesn't want you fucking starting chants or recording shit, I guess. Kind.
That's why he loved the Thunderdome. You're right. You know, and
was that SmackDown? I guess that you couldn't take pictures or
last
video.
night.
Like you'd be kicked out for taking pictures.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was the stadium or not, though. Was it the stadium or was it Vince?
Why would they have that fucking? I can't take pictures.
I don't know.
That's the fucking craziest shit I've ever heard. Man.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to fucking? Just like, you're in the stands. You're taking pictures with your fucking phone, for fuck's sake.
At this point, at this stage in humanity, that's all people are really doing anyway, right? They're not coming. They're not paying to see a band in concert, right? They're just paying to have pictures that they were there. You know, have you seen that? That infamous footage of what fucking music festival is that on the West Coast?
Oh no, I think it was the one on the East Coast. Wasn't it the one that Rolling Down, or was it Lollapalooza?
No, it wasn't that either.
Coachella.
Coachella.
Thank you.
And somebody has this footage, and it's just like all these influencers, like a pack of them.
Yeah.
And they're all like taking these having pictures taken of them and shit. Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
People don't actually give a fuck about things anymore. They just want to go there and like take pictures of themselves there and shit.
Well,
like I was here. Okay.
And at the same time too, though, those people that run Coachella are paying these people to be there, to take pictures of themselves there, to make people want to be there by proxy of these celebrities. You know what I mean? It's kind of it's documented in that Woodstock '99 documentary on HBO. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you to go out and see it, because they just show the differences in Coachella and Woodstock, and they both were like, Coachella started in '99, Woodstock was in '99, and it's just how Coachella has rose and how Woodstock has fallen, and what Coachella has done, and it's just like, shit like that. They've made themselves a place where people want to go for status. You know what I mean? Which ties back to what you were saying. People just want to take pictures, want to say they were there. You know, and you know, at least you don't have people getting fucking swimming in shit and stuff at Coachella. At least you got that.
The problem is that you invited Limp Bizkit, so listen to the new Old Guy Metalcast we're recording tomorrow. I watched Limp Bizkit at Lollapalooza, at least a chunk of it.
Yeah.
And, I have we're gonna talk about Limp Bizkit, so. But yeah, just some of these rematches that they have. I guess Priest versus Morrison for the 6th time. Van Stewart versus like Ali, Mace T-Bar. It's like a repeat. They're all the same shit. Even the main event, Charlotte Flair, Nikki Cross.
Yeah, and that match will be going on until at least SummerSlam.
Yeah,
maybe after.
And they've killed that Keith Lee, but then they have him defeat Karrion Kross, who has a big NXT title match against Joe.
Yeah.
Dude, why would anybody care? Why the fuck would anybody care about that match? Like, at first it was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Samoa Joe's back, and I'm not a big Karrion Kross guy, but
Samoa Joe and Karrion Kross should be a fucking killer of a match.
They've beat him like twice in 3 weeks by like nonsense.
Yeah,
Keith Lee beat him. Do I have the time here?
It's sub 5 minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Every match on the show is 3 minutes. So, it's insane, dude. The shit that's happening in WWE is really insane.
Yeah. Well, like they're saying in the chat, there's been 52 wrestlers released since just April.
Yeah,
52.
I think everybody.
That's a video game roster. Right?
Yeah, you start a company with that.
Yeah, like that's fucking wild. What we are seeing is the next indie boom. Well, that's what this is going to be. You know what I mean? It's got to turn into that.
Well, wrestling is it is popular and it isn't.
Well,
it's not a lot of people, but the people
yeah.
who are into wrestling are very into wrestling right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And who knows? Because, like, to me, like, you take companies like GCW, like, that's, to me, you know, like, they're as close to ECW as you have right now, you know, like, where it feels like something new, it feels like something different, a true alternative, if you will. Just a fun show. Like, they got a show coming up, I think it's called Emo Club, where everybody's going to be an emo gimmick. We're like, come on, man, like, give me that shit. Just, like, weird, centric shows like that. I just think
that
cool.
shit is great.
Yeah, so, like, any talent that can influx into GCW, it's gonna be good, because, like, there's even a GCW Lost in the Woods or No Signal or something, I don't know, in LA today, which I think I'm actually gonna check out. So,
the fuck is that? It's like in the middle of the woods.
no, Evil Evan knows what it's called. Evil Evan, come on, save me in the chat. What's it called? No Single in the Hills. No Single in the Hills. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali, or is he just Ali now? Because Mustafa sounds too foreign.
I don't know if he's because Ali helps. Like what?
He was on a tag team. I don't know who.
Mansoor.
Mansoor. It's his hometown, and they lose. He gets pinned, and then after they lose in his hometown in 3 minutes, the Mason T-Bar, who, holy fuck, those guys are dead as shit. I think that's who it was against. Whoever it was against. Then they just beat his fucking dick into the dirt. Yeah.
Just beat your dick into the dirt, boy.
Everybody loses in their hometown all the fucking time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes in the WWE. Like, how many times did Bayley go to San Jose and just get crushed every time?
Charlotte attacked from behind by babyface Nikki Cross with a chair. Who, mind you, still has zero merch on their store.
Nikki
Ash? Not even a T-shirt, dude.
Nikki Ash doesn't?
Yes.
How?
Dude, not even a T-shirt.
She's a fucking superhero. How do you not have a shirt?
Nothing. Go there.
I am.
Go there and look.
Right now. WWEshop.com.
I did not look. I just read it on Twitter, but it was from the kinds of fucking losers that I see on Twitter all the time that I know fucking did go check.
I'm going to try something here now, guys. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm going to see if I can take my browser and hover it over.
You better close all your fucking...
My porn?
Your gay porn fucking... It's bad enough to accuse you of porn. I'm like, gay porn.
Gay porn. Guys.
You're gay porn.
You miscreant and your gay porn. Let's see now. Okay, so you can see I'm in the WWE shop in Canada, so I'm going to continue shopping here in Canada. And
oh my god, it is on the screen.
Yeah, let's take a look here now. Nikki Storm. Let's try first. Sorry, nothing for Nikki. Oh yeah, right, because she's not Nikki Storm.
Nikki Ash.
Nikki Cross. We've got one T-shirt. Let's open that up in a new tab here, and we'll see.
You got a plaque there. Nikki Ash cashes in.
Oh shit!
I'm in black.
Yeah, and then she's got the Money in the Bank one too. So Nikki Ash.
Look at that, Nikki Cross. It's called a he shirt.
Yeah. Well,
and it says he because she laughed a lot.
Yeah.
Their fucking shirts. We've said this for years, dude. The designs of their shirts are unfucking believable. They have been for years. I don't know who lied on their job resume to get that job. They seriously did. They're like, oh my, I fucking lied, because all of this shit's stolen. All this stuff is just basic. Look at it.
It's
Go
just
through
clip
some of their
art.
Shirts.
It's just clip art. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So let's
basically is.
Do we have like a top new arrivals? There we go. Let's go with what?
So the only Nikki Ash
is the
merchandise
shirt.
Is a 90 fucking ruple plaque. I don't know what your guys. Let's go with
fuck you, Canadian dollars. It's like $60 euro. So we've got the.
That's a whole lot of loonies.
That's a lot of toonies and loonies, boy. So we got the dogs, right?
The dogs.
The dogs, Ziggler and Rude.
Oh my fuck! Are you serious? That looks like something you buy at a gas station. Bro.
All it needs is an eagle now, or a fucking wolf.
But yeah, it's like clip art, dude. It's a fucking shitty lightning bolt above like shitty text and two. I mean, it's just terrible.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Indexed.
Indy Hartwell and Dexter Loomis.
Oh.
Dude, okay, they don't have a Nikki Ash shirt, right? But they have a Dexter Loomis, Indy Hartwell combined shirt.
Yeah, hey, have you ever wanted to get laid in a rock fucking blanket? Fuck yeah. Look at it. Okay, now this one, besides for the bullshit on the back, this one seems like it might be, it's like a, oh, that's not what I meant to do. It's not what I meant to do at all. This Hit Row shirt. It's kind of like but it's also another ripoff of like every rap group shirt from the 90s.
Oh yeah, that's still.
But then you got the back of it though, right? And it's like
that's like the old fucking Death Row Records thing.
Yeah. So there's some cool. Then you got that one right there that I'm hovering over now. But look at these. Okay. Wow. Imagine having Andre the Giant on your titty.
As Justin Daly said in there too, their shirts are shitty, like the fabric of them, and they're not near as nice as the t-shirts you can buy at Pro Wrestling Tees with our name and shit on it.
Look at this Andre the Giant button-down tee, $85.
Yeah, I mean, this shit's crazy. Anyway, the point remains back on track. Yeah. I was sitting here for an hour looking at their shitty merch and laughing. If we don't get out of here,
merch is gone. The merch is gone.
So yeah, attacked from behind by a babyface champion with a chair, and yeah. So there you go.
Justin Daly, Top Dollar's father, worked with him in high school, football coach and special ed teacher.
There you go.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
Wait, was he your special ed teacher?
Was he? Yeah, was he speech? Oh fuck, I'm the one with special ed apparently. Anyways.
Oh my god, NXT I did not watch. I heard it was a terrible show.
I didn't watch it either.
I didn't watch any. Well, I watched that main event from Impact, but
yeah, that's about all I watched from Impact.
I have a limitation of how much wrestling I'm going to watch in a week. I'm going to watch when New Japan happens. Like, I'm going to watch that shit. I'm going to watch AEW. And I'm going to just kind of catch other shit, like a match from other shit, because there's no way, dude. I got shit to do, bro.
He's got shit to do, bro. Bong and box.
Not really. I was like, last night at like 11 o'clock, I had a real, like, self-realization moment. You know, like I was sitting here and just out of my mind baked and playing Ivan Stewart Off-Road.
Okay.
Like the old one, the old arcade one.
Okay.
I was just sitting here playing that and I was like, I'm fucking 30. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm almost 40 and I'm just sitting here in a room full of smoke just playing Ivan Stewart Off-Road.
What else you gonna do? Like, some dudes, they got a garden that they like to tend to. Some dudes, they like to beat their wives. You know, like, at least
that's a hobby.
Well, some people, I'm sure it's a hobby.
Well, I like my free time. I like to fish. I like to punch my wife out. I don't know why he has a southern accent. Sorry if you're in the South, but you know it's true.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, I don't know. AEW. What are some of the big points of AEW? Jericho and Hoovy, dude.
Yes. Now let's not pretend that this match didn't start off rocky as shit. It was
abysmal, dude. Like really, really bad.
It started off horrible, but by the end, these two seem to have worked out a groove because, like, Hoovy is not as fast as he used to be, you know, by a fraction. Jericho's like by a mile not as fast as he used to be. So like
Yeah.
I'm sure Hoovy had to kind of slow it down because he was expecting a quicker pace by Jericho, compared to what it's, even if he's cognitive enough to even know that shit. I mean, I've heard him on Conan's podcast. This dude's a wild out there guy. Trox, I'm sure, can say that he's a wild out there guy. But at the same time, this match at the end leveled out and it actually became somewhat of a pretty good match.
Yeah. The crowd sang the fuck out of Jericho's song, which, if you've heard our end of year award shows, it's been my entrance theme of the year for the last 2 years, and it's the front runner for it again.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, is someone gonna come along and have a better fucking theme song than this? I guess not.
Doesn't seem like it. Hey, it really doesn't seem like it. I don't know if AEW wants to contact the guys that did the cover of "There Goes My Mind," "Where Goes My Mind," or "There Goes My Mind." Who is it? You sent me there? That cover of it. Who is it?
You sound really fucking baked.
I'm pretty baked.
More than usual. Like when you're talking, like the way you're speaking, you can tell it's very
labored.
It's labored, dude. More than usual.
Well, I'm smoking this OG Mac. You see, I think that's what it's called. No, Gas Mac. So, it could be that.
Yeah.
It's the first time I smoked it.
I fucking have this newer shit that I've been going through and killing all my old ones because, like, you get new shit and I have like little, it's like a joint, it's a dime bag or whatever. I just throw it like fuck it, and I just leave it in a big pile of baggies. So I've been going through those. So I'm just like on this, like I'll be like multiple all together and shit. So
yeah,
out of my mind. But yeah, Hoovy, I wouldn't sign him or anything, but I would have him do random shit. I might bring him in to do an angle, get somebody over.
Yeah,
like I did like seeing Hoovy, man. I thought it was cool, but
they fucked up with his theme. They should have had something more akin to his WCW theme.
I don't even know what it was.
Oh, Jim.
No, not the WCW. I know that. I'm saying what he had on AEW.
Oh, it was just generic rock.
Yeah. The way that we've said this a million times too, the way they do their music sucks. Because it's not, it's like it's being picked up by the mics in the arena, not like it's being put directly into the mix. Like WWE, the music it's both, but when you watch on TV, you're hearing at least a good portion of it direct. And you can hear that shit. To me, AEW, the music always sounds fucking washy. But
yeah.
Anyway, someone in the chat asked what we thought about Malakai Black's song and shit. So we'll talk about that. I thought the song's pretty cool. It's from some crazy ass band on Relapse Records.
Yeah.
And the song itself is like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And the first 5 minutes is just like,
yeah, little droning sounds. It's fucking great. Like I went for
when it kicks in, it's fucking tough, man.
Orgentrust. It's a great tune. I quite enjoy it. I've went through a little bit because they're on Spotify. I went through their that album a little bit, and I didn't mind it really. I've never fancied myself any kind of death metal fan at all, but yeah,
definitely not death metal.
Okay, they're not death metal. See, I don't know what death metal is.
Yeah,
I like.
It's like people who don't listen to metal. Anything that's like,
would this be
like,
black metal? Like, what's it called? Like what?
I don't even know. I mean, I have to listen to more of it. It's almost like a kind of sludgy, kind of. I mean, there's a million different. That's a different podcast.
Yeah, and you can check it out on the SCL network.
Check out Old Guy Metalcast, especially if you like fucking death metal and grind and crazy black metal and shit. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the song was great. I thought the entrance was fucking cool. That mask he wears is cool.
I've always liked
this. Is what you do with this guy.
Yeah.
It's he's got the ideas too.
Nobody knows.
Let this guy fucking go, man.
Yeah, nobody knows what this guy should do better than this guy, because you can look at him and tell that he lives this character. He might not live this character, but like it's a portion of his personality, right? So he knows all about this occult stuff and the imagery that is going to work with people because he knows the meanings behind it and what it provokes. And a 68, 70-year-old man trying to tell this guy what to do with his character that is, so feels so true. Come on.
Yep.
Give it a break.
Here's here's what you do. This is what you do. This is how you get people over. He's got a great song. He's got a great entrance. He comes in. He looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He kicks the fucking shit out of somebody, pins them with his foot on the chest.
It looked like a star.
Here's how you do it. It's not that hard, man.
He looked like a star, and guys, he was wearing short shorts. And he still looked like a fucking badass.
Yeah, I don't know about the shorts. I mean, they are kind of like a
the Muay Thai
kickboxing
shorts, I guess. Yeah, Muay Thai kickboxing shorts.
Which is cool.
Yeah. No frills. You know what I mean? Like,
they
you
should
look
have
at
like
him.
they should have pentagrams on him or something.
You look at him from the WWE, and he had all this weird like horns coming out of his boots, and like they really went the extra mile. And then just contrast to now, whereas like that was a dream, and this is reality. Kind of, you know what I mean? And
that there's a story to that too.
Yeah.
All of the shit
was a dream.
But the horns coming off of his shoulders and the difference in the kick pads being more fleshlight and shit. It's all part of a big fucking story that he did.
Yeah.
And, nobody got. Really, I just watched a video on it. I was like,
you got to show it to me. Send me where it is.
It's in the group.
Okay, well, fine. I'll search through all the fucking posts in the group, Jim.
I'll send it to you. It's from Parts Fun Known, which it's not a channel I typically recommend, but this guy does like the history and story of, Alistair Malakai Black. It's pretty cool. But he doesn't mention that in there. But also someone else on Twitter I saw pointed out that the eye thing is growing. Now that could just be a difference in like the makeup, or that could be that there's some kind of fucking like evil in him, and it's spreading from his eye. And every week it's going to get bigger, and he's going to be...
Dude.
This shit's fucking cool, man. This guy's... They put him in the fucking ground over there, and he just bounced right back, and like, I'm totally in on this fucking guy. As I was before. In NXT, this guy was awesome, We were like, yeah! He went to the main roster, and it was just a shit show, and they put the Creek in there. Dude, he's not coming up on a board within this. He's coming up supernaturally, like a fucking vampire or something. Do you put a creak sound in there? Like, that's just fucking Vince McMahon think. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter. Like you talk about the growth of the eye. It doesn't matter if that is true or not, but it's crazy that there's a character in wrestling now that people can have these conversations about, whether or not this comes to fruition. It's just crazy enough that there's a character with so much that seems to be invested in it in such a short amount of time that fans can actually, have water cooler talk about where this character's going and have a logical discussion about it. It's crazy.
But yeah, so like the whole 5 years he was in WWE is him. In reality, he's been in a fucking mental institution for 5 years and won't take his medication and shit. And then what? He kills those guys and walks out of there? I don't know if he kills them or not, right?
He kills those guys, walks out of there, and seemingly walks to AEW to try to kill Cody. Kick his head off.
It's fucking great, dude.
It's great. It is. He's like a Michael Myers. He's like he's infested by the sludge in Resident Evil 7.
Story somebody who can fucking read would understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody that's read a book before.
And it's something, dude. I don't know. Yeah, it's very good. I liked all of it. And he comes back and fucking hits him after the fact. It's great, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, it was. It just made him look like a star.
Speaking of not looking like a star, though, the complete opposite of him, Andrade.
Yeah.
He cancels your cars and travel.
Chavo just seems like my stupid cousin. You know what I mean? Like that dude that always just butts in just way too much. Me.
No. I just don't get it. Like later on the show, he came back and at least he fucked somebody up. He fucked Fuego del Sol up. And I was like, holy shit, this is the first cool thing I've seen this guy do, other than walk to the ring with like a cool salsa song playing. You know, this is like, it's like finally the second segment started. I'm like, oh no, another segment where this guy's not going to be fucking cool.
Yeah. I haven't given up on the character because like I'm not like much person to I don't give up on things like that. Like I'll always give it a chance, but I am tired of seeing Andrade. I really am.
He said one match, and to me the match got the other guy over more than him.
Yeah, no, it did.
But
It did. It really did.
But yeah, man, you know, Cody, you always hear that shit like, oh, he's Triple H of AW. He's put over a lot of guys super strong, man.
Yeah. He seems to do it a lot too when it's high time. You know, you got to keep that guy strong to be able to do that. So you can't have Cody just getting beaten by everybody and then expect it to matter ever. That's what
the
WWE
fake retire
does.
thing was like. I was like, what? I thought that was a really good, man. I don't know if I'd have blown a tear for this, but I mean, there's a guy who put like everything in on trying to fucking get this guy over.
Blown a tear.
What's that?
Blown a tear. Fucking hell. I just thought that was funny. No, it was well done. I didn't believe it for a second, but it was well done. But yeah. We'll see where this picks up when he's done with the Go Big show. So we'll see.
Yeah. I thought the Omega shit with that backstage promo with the Elite where they're teasing all these different people.
Yeah, the Cookie Monster. They got the Bray Wyatt shirts on. The Butter Chicken for Life. Bollywood Boys shirt. It's just great.
Gallows wearing a Ric Flair fucking robe.
That was the first. As soon as I seen that, I was like, "Oh, obviously what that is." And then Cookie Monster, Travis was with me, and he's figured it out. Neither one of us figured out the butter chicken one. It wasn't until I went on Twitter and I seen the butter chicken one. I was like, "Oh, Bollywood Boys makes sense."
Are they still called that?
Bollywood
I suppose
Boys?
that's their name. That
was
they were that before they were in there. So.
Yeah, that was their name. I can't see the WWE ever buying the rights to the Bollywood Boys name.
Yeah, and it's like Carl Anderson figured out he could spin a basketball on his finger this week.
His middle finger.
Of course.
Yeah. Fuck y'all, the haters.
Did you catch that when Adam Page came in to grab his drink? Like that, it looks like he put a CD down on the chair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody had that on Twitter, and I saw it, and there was some debate. Like, people were like, "Oh, that's his cup holder," and they're like, "No, it's over here." It does it. If you watch it really closely, it looks like he puts a CD down.
Huh.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing, but if it is, I like the idea of that. I like the storytelling. You know, not everything's great. You know, like. Every week on here we're like, oh, EW shit the bed on blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But some people are like, I see a lot of these cats online, and even people who listen to our shows who are like worried about things that I just don't understand. You know, they'll message me and they're like, what about, you know, all these weird things? And it's like, who gives a fuck, dude? Just watch the show, man. Like, have a good time.
Just let
I don't know. I don't give a fuck about any of those things, and I do a wrestling show. I don't.
Yeah. I am playing Dynamite on my computer here now to try to find that clip. I just want to. I need to see it.
Which clip?
The clip of the CD. I found it. So anyway.
Oh. Okay. Are you putting this on here or no?
Well,
or no?
I'm gonna.
I wasn't sure what you were trying to do.
Well, like I don't know if I can get away with putting it on here. It'd be too much. We probably get dinged and the video get taken down.
There was someone who tweeted about it. And they had, like,
no. Okay, I will get us there. I will get us there.
Yeah, they had like zoomed in pictures and shit. People are like, what the fuck? Anyway, if that's true, I like that kind of shit. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, there has to be some pro wrestling for adults. That's why I was like, not to. You know, here it is. Where Jim. Oh, it's the part of the show where Jim fucking blows Lucha Underground. But Lucha Underground, like this, it had stories that were for people who know what pussy tastes like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree.
People who know what fucking dude's balls taste like, whatever. It is,
Dude's balls. I like that one.
As we say at the end, may you get all the dick and or pussy you desire. Anyway, what's up?
I have it. I have it.
Let's see.
Will it show up? Let's see.
I don't know.
I'll just.
If you're listening to the audio only, this is why you got to come in.
This is why you got it. Like if you're not here, then you're queer. I don't know why.
You can see all this shit. You could be in the chat talking to all these wild motherfuckers in here.
Yeah, no, I have the photo. You just talk and I'll get it up.
Okay. It is time for another hit, Steve.
Yeah,
damn right it's time for another hit.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm coming.
I'm just trying to see what else I had on here, like from AEW.
So,
Christian defeats the Blade. They beat over the head. He's number one contender. They're gonna do him versus Omega for the pay-per-view. I mean, that's fine, I guess, but man.
So I pressed pause too many times to try to find the exact frame. Right?
Okay.
So you'll see all this pixelation. It kind of made the thing kind of go all wonky. But you see in that lower left corner, there's a CD. And then, as you can see there now, definitely he did drop a CD because that CD was not there. And he put that CD down. The beer was right there. And then he picked up the beer and put the CD there. Now, I will say this, though. Maybe this is going to be, that's a placeholder for being the elite, and they wanted to record something that would happen before that. So he put the beer, right? So I think that's more what that is. Kind of like the coin in golf, where you put the coin down, pick up your ball, and you go. I wouldn't say it's got anything to do with the story, but it would be great if it did.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. But yeah, little things like that, dude. Actually putting in story elements.
Yeah.
I just can't. And they still do plenty of angles that have just no story to them, or not enough for me. Like, I just like some guy attacked this guy because he stole his. Fuck, dude, I cannot do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anything else on here? Dan Lambert's coming back next week with backup.
I'm quite excited to see Dan. I like Dan Lambert, I will say. Let's see here. What else? I like his.
I do
like
too, and he's a good promo and everything. But like, do you really want to see him cutting like Jim Cornette promos every week?
Not every week, but I can take it every now and then. We'll see who comes out. I'm sure Lance Archer will come out and just beat the shit out of him. Other than that, though, Miro and Lee Johnson had a good match. I quite enjoyed it. Miro just fucking... Oh, man. I love Miro. I'm sorry. I just love Miro.
Took him. My criticism of that would be it took him too long to beat this fucking no-namer, but other than that, it was a good match.
It was. Now, and hey, how else do you get a guy like Lee Johnson over than having him try to overcome Miro? And hey, they told a story that it took forever for him to get him down, but hey.
Yeah, to me, it's like Miro should be crushing this fucking guy, but that's AEW. They like to do that shit, so that's fine. Layla Hirsch is the new number one contender for the NWA Championship. She'll be taking that Brick House woman who comes out. And there's already huge compared to her, but I was also wearing giant heels.
Yeah.
The visual is fucking crazy.
It is. It made me kind of intrigued to see that match.
Oh, yeah.
It's giving me a reason to watch NWA. I'm not going to watch that whole show, because if you see Titus O'Neil, Titus... What was his name? Oh, come on. Somebody call my mama. Yeah. What was his name? Tyson. I don't know. But he's on NWA, and
he's the new TV champ.
Yes, and somebody's like you said on Twitter, somebody's got to get that
Tyrus. There you go.
Tyrus. Somebody needs to get that boy some pants. He's got them earthquake thighs.
Does Layla Hirsch qualify technically as a little person? Someone's saying in there.
Asking for a friend.
Well, they said she's legit a little person. Like, is she actually LP?
I don't know. I really don't know. Is she a legit little person?
I don't know. I don't know what the height requirement for that is.
I don't know either. I've never I've never looked into what actual the height.
Yeah, Brodus Clay, who is indeed been at actual like accusations by a real person. So yeah. There you go. But anyway, moving on. I don't know. Anything else from that? I don't have anything.
No, I don't have anything else from Dynamite. I think
There you
we touched on all the key points.
Is it? Oh, she's 4'11". There you go.
4'11".
I like short chicks are cute, but that's not one for us, boys.
No, she's not. She doesn't go for our kind.
We're taking not your kind. Intermission or what?
Yeah, we might as well. Let's go for an intermesh.
Let's do it. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We continue on. We've got the news, Mark Tank, a whole lot more. So join us back here at the second half of the show. Good stuff. Let's go into what we're here for with the tits or the shits. Now, on this show, we like El Caminos. We like Camaros. Do you like the El Camaro?
On a third gen? I've seen it on the fourth, but not a third.
Yeah, dude. The El Camaro.
Wait, was this elongated or they just fucking chopped the
No,
hatch?
Oh,
They had to
definitely
make it.
stretched it, dude.
Yeah, they stretched it.
That's way stretched. That's got like a foot.
Yeah, it's
At
too long.
least.
I don't hate it.
Sadly, I'm in the same boat. Like,
like the fucking redneck fucking Budweiser drinker in me fucking loves the shit out of this because it's a third gen Camaro and it's a truck.
Yep.
But
You can
fuck.
blast down the highway and just throw your cans right out the window into the box, dude. You know, your empty
I mean, they'll
beers.
still fly out, so it doesn't matter. But
Just
yeah.
fucking ace them in there. You just a whole 30 pack of Bush just fucking laying in there. Jesus Christ.
Too long, I think. Like, why would just make it? I don't know. It's a little bit too long.
Well, was it the Elko like this long?
It had, I
mean,
think that had a longer wheelbase though to kind of
Yeah.
make up for it.
This thing looks like you just slapped a chunk on the back with some Play-Doh. You know, it's like way too long, way too much behind the tires.
Yeah. There's way too much behind the tires.
Wait,
Like
what's
those one pictures where like you click it and then you move something and it just stretches the whole thing. Like the bumper stayed right there and then they just started driving the car.
also? Do you think you could have got skinnier tires for this thing? Possibly. Holy fuck! Look at those.
Yeah,
things.
there's no meat on it.
What are those?
Pandered ass tires with the center things that fucking rip up the other tires from Mad Max. It's fucking.
They're rocking that because they had those tits rims and they couldn't not use those rims.
Yeah. No. Fuck. I like it. I don't hate it, but I don't know. I just.
Those rims are red, and then the car is like fucking.
White.
I wish I could read what that fucking sticker says on the bumper. It
Banana
probably
cream.
probably says something fucked up.
Probably like mullets do it best or something.
And they have it like at some car show too.
Something going on there. Yeah. So there you go, El Camaro. What do you say, boys? Someone's throw something at me.
I want to like this. I want to, wholeheartedly want to like this, but that execution is just not feeling it. This gets a shit.
Wow.
He shits the fucking
The
Camaro.
third gen, yeah, I wouldn't have seen that coming.
There you go.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
love
say?
third gen.
God, I'm like so on the fence. Like, I want to like it, but I kind of hate it.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go tits, dude.
There you go.
Fucking shocker. Red gave it a shit.
The white trash judge gives it tits.
Of course.
I'm biased. Sorry.
He's crushing a fucking bush right now, or Milwaukee's best.
Yeah, and that's just it too. I have white trash in me as well, so I'm gonna say tits as well.
Hey.
I think the box is too long, the tires are too skinny, and the rims suck.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's
definitely.
still a fucking Camaro. It's a third gen Camaro turned into a truck. That's dope as shit. So it passes tits. What do you got, Randy?
I got a submission from Jeremiah. This is
Oh, those are always
not
bad.
something that we normally do. This one's a tank. You guys
Fucking Jeremiah.
think about this one here.
What the fuck?
What? No. What?
A lotta.
What is that? What this is? Like, what is this?
It's not even like they're not even circles. They're like fucked up looking circles. They look like green pizzas.
Dude, you think you at least find something round and make it, like a template or something?
Like an actual circle. Like this is just like
Like you could use a dinner plate at the very fucking least.
Fucking Igor's out here freestyling circles on the side of this thing.
yeah. Fucking Ivan just fucking doing the stars. Stars so fucking odd looking, and that thing popping out of the fucking window in front looks horrible.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what's on the hood. What's going on there?
Yeah.
What
I don't
the fuck? What the fuck is this? Why?
I love it. You can just see it too. I mean, it's just like, look at the background. It's just Russia. You know?
In Russia tank.
I don't know what-
Well, I
even
mean,
know,
the
it's Russia.
T-34 was a Soviet tank, so it makes sense.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy with his tank knowledge.
Yeah, look at them. T-34 Soviet tank. Fucking World War tanks over there.
I played it a couple times, you know.
Do you think that hatch on the top is functional?
Fuck no.
I wish it'd be.
It should be.
It should be. That would be cool.
Yeah, I do that. So that the flag closest to us is Russia. The other one is what? It's just red.
Oh.
But do you think it's on the other side? It's like old school USSR.
It probably is.
Probably, yeah, dude.
Restored 1940. That's not a 1941 Lada.
That's when they made the tank. The
Oh, okay.
T-34.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's fucking terrible, dude.
That's worse than some of the Batmobiles. There's not even anything to put
Is
the
it though?
fucking-
Yeah, dude, this thing that's a piece of shit even for Soviet Russia.
Yeah. You tell your communist friend to stop sending us things like this. I'm wholeheartedly giving this a shit in American.
I'm going
Yeah.
tits.
Fucking crazy. It's shit.
So we have a fucking red spy in the midst of us right now.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Just terribly done. Terrible idea. I guess in Russia, what else are you gonna do? You know. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck that.
you
I
win
actually
some, you
have
lose some.
something. I actually have something that I forgot. We should talk about it. I should have put it right after that Ford Lightning, but it's actually that new Maverick.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we should have done that directly after that. That thing looks tits, man.
I think it's sweet, and the sweeter part is it's gonna get 40 miles to gallon with that hybrid powertrain that it has, and that's
Yeah.
a starting powertrain. That's a base. You can move up to a regular EcoBoost and get all-wheel drive on that thing.
Yep. And they already said too that the box of it will hold basically any ATV, and that's fucking sweet.
Yeah, like they
I
already
once
like.
bought one because it fit in the back of my pickup, of my Sonoma. I had a step-side Sonoma, and I happened to my stepbrother selling the ATV, and I wasn't interested. And then we're like, "Do you think you can fit that in there?" And then once we put it in and it fit perfectly, I was like, "Oh." And we're back. Shit, man. Good intermission.
Good, good.
Hope all of you are the live listeners are having a good Saturday. Fucking A. What's going on on the Federation, sir?
On the Federation, we actually just recorded TNA Final Resolution 2007. It's our last TNA episode. That'll be up on the Suplex City Limits Network Monday, and it's up for Patreon subscribers today. So you can go check it out. And then our next episode will be live on YouTube for the CM Punk double feature, where we'll go through 2 CM Punk episodes or matches in his career, and we'll talk about that live on YouTube. That'll be August 19th, supposedly the day before he's supposedly to debut for AEW. So trying to capitalize on them numbers, see?
Smart. Gotta work that shit. Yeah, so check that out, man. If you haven't yet, go over to the Federation YouTube page, subscribe, hit the fucking bell so you know when they're live, man. But yeah, you guys have been doing live on Patreon, so it's cool to live on YouTube for all of them, for everyone who wants to fucking hang out.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's the live stream, much like this one, has evolved over time, and just right now, it's like when it's on Patreon, you're kind of limiting how many people can be there in the chat, anyways, right? So there's so much work that goes into it. I just want more people to be able to see it. Essentially, selfish reasons, nonetheless.
I thought that from the very beginning when you told me about it.
Well,
I was like, you're gonna do a live show just for the Patreon people. That's like a lot of work for just a couple of people.
It started very minimalistic, where it was just a static screen going on to YouTube. It literally added nothing. It was all done in my recording software that I used anyways. And over time, I kind of used it as a way to perfect the Suplex City Limits stream. You know what I mean? Like, and over time, I've become very confident in it. So, yeah, I'd rather have it out there. I don't feel like I'm going to fuck it all up.
We're getting more and more shit. What is this? Is it fucking bong water? What the fuck? I have a weird fluid on me, and I'm not sure what it is.
I'm leaking. I'm secreting from my titties.
Oh, it's just milk again. Never mind. But yeah, we keep getting more and more shit. So as it goes on here, it's becoming more and more visual. Of the show. Like there is a lot more shit, graphics and shit. That's like, you can hang out and watch this on YouTube.
Yeah, and I want it to evolve over time. So. It's not finished. It's just where it is now. Me and Jim have talked about animation. On a couple occasions. So
yeah, we need to get more people for all that. So tell someone to help spread the word.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. If anybody wanted to do some animation, send them our way for free.
Well, there you go. So check that shit out. Federation audio only now on the Suplex City Limits Network. And on YouTube at the Federation. So check it out. Watch them live. Other shit on the SCL Network. Old Guy Metalcast. New episode recorded tomorrow. So probably out Monday or Tuesday. Check Engine Light. I'm sure we'll be doing a new one very soon. Also, They Live for Horror is teasing a new episode. Seen but Unheard is on a bit of a hiatus as Natanic's moving and stuff. But yeah, lots of shows. 6 shows on the network. So
boom.
Check that shit out. And let's keep this shit moving. Suppose we should get into some of the headlines. People that waited an hour for us to talk about these releases. So. Gotta hook them in.
Yeah. Gotta make sure you listen to the whole. Gotta get that viewership up. Gotta get that time stamp up.
Yeah, there you go. So let's take a look at some of the headlines this week in the news.
This week in the news. Dick's out for beautiful Bobby. May he ever rest in midnight heaven. And even more WWE releases. WWE. Over to you, Jim.
I'm Jim Vicious, and this is news to us. Let's start off. Talk about beautiful Bobby Eaton. Passed away at the age of 62, man.
Yeah.
That's too young.
It is too young, much too young. It's a shame. Beautiful Bobby was somebody that, everybody loves. Everybody loved Beautiful Bobby. Everybody. There's nobody had anything bad to say about Beautiful Bobby.
Yeah, that's true. And just work-wise was always great. I mean, I know you guys went through some of that shit on the Federation. I'm pretty sure we went through some of that shit on Pay-Per-View Take 2, which is also on the SCL network. If you go to our main page, suplexcitylimits.com, boom. There's a bunch of defunct shows on there you can go back and listen to. Anyway,
there's even
Bobby always
SCL Extra.
SCL Extra, Ringside with Jim.
Yeah. Cuddle McCoddle.
Yeah, dude. There's all kinds of weird shit that people would try to do and gave up on, but there's all on there.
Yep.
But Beautiful Bobby was a lot of things. A great wrestler, a good guy. But one thing he was not is beautiful. A handsome man.
No. I've always looked at it as some sort of oxymoron. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Travis.
No, it's a heel thing. It had to be he had to start as a heel.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the only way.
Yeah.
And he's Beautiful Bobby, and he's not. He's like fucking, the gigolo. Was it Jimmy Del Rey? Dude, in WWF, that like little run that they had in WWF, the Heavenly Bodies, and Jimmy Del Rey, holy fuck, it is just, it's like meta, one of my favorite things in pro wrestling.
Yeah, I can't see why not. Yeah, I can't.
He's just like the kind of guy that would like drive a Firebird and fuck your mom after she divorced your dad. And
every time your mom
acts like he's the sexiest man in the world. He's just fucking gross.
Every time your mom leaves, just gives you the stink eye, and you can't fuck around because Bobby's here.
Yeah. Like in front of her, he's really nice to you, but like you got a secret thing where he like shoots you looks like, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah. I'll give you the fucking Alabama Jam. And then I'll give your mother the Alabama Jam too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You better just spend the night playing fucking WWF Raw on your Sega Genesis.
Oh, fucking hell. But may he rest in peace.
We always start off very respectful and and then it just gets dumb.
We can't help ourselves.
That's what we do. Beautiful Bobby was fucking a really great wrestler, and you should go back and watch some of his tag matches. Like, really great tag wrestling.
Oh yeah, Dennis Condrey, Stan Lane, doesn't matter who you put him with.
Yeah, really good. And 62 is way too young to go. My fucking old man is 60. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, that shit fucking scares me.
Yeah. Oh. Agreed.
Check that out. Talk about the releases. Let's get into that. There was 13 releases yesterday, but also we kind of didn't talk really that much about Wyatt last week. I don't know if you have a special thing for that. You want to do that later?
I do actually.
Okay, so we'll do this right now. We'll do these releases. 13 people. Some of them are, names that I think are worthy, or not worthy, but are something you go after if you're another company. I don't know if AEW can even sign anybody else. I don't think you can.
It sucks,
I don't know. But like, what are you gonna do? Like, that's why I've always said they fucked up and they signed some people that I just probably wouldn't have from there, because you only can get a certain amount of. I mean, they'd sign 2 people and the IWC is like, the people who hate AEW.
Yeah. It's
AEW, CW, AEWWE. Like, dude, they've got a couple of guys from there, man. Yeah. They didn't help themselves with all the Big Show and Mark Henry and all that shit, because those guys don't bring us. I don't think those guys bring a single fucking thing to the show.
No, but at the same time,
on TV, they do commentary on obscure shows.
Yeah. So and hey, they got them there to be talking heads and to make sure that they're capable of being talking heads when they need them. So they got them working on these obscure shows, trying to get better at just being talking heads. And hey,
I don't get that either, dude. We want we've always we wanted these things, right? We saw with Aleister Black. I think that most people were like, he's getting fucked around here. This is bullshit. He was awesome in NXT, and then he leaves. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't. At some point in me was like, if there's a dude that I want to see have a chance to be fucking awesome, because I know he is, and he never got the chance, then who gives a shit? I don't care how many people they sign. Really, there's this idea that they can't sign too many. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because they have so many people now, they shouldn't be. But I don't have a problem with that. If it's a guy like tomorrow Cesaro, it's like, oh, Cesaro's been released. Of course, I'm gonna want to see him in AEW.
Of course, you will.
I mean, we waited how long to see this guy like finally do a thing? How they could possibly do it with all the people they've got already? No, I don't know. But I still want to see him do wrestling that's fucking awesome, because he's been doing shit. He's been doing the best he can with what he's given. His matches are fucking awesome. Anyway, Where's this list? I got the list here. I'm sure you do too.
Give me that list, because I got it here too. Actually, I don't know why.
Okay, here we go. Bobby Fish.
Yes,
Bobby Fish has been hurt quite a bit.
Yep, it's understandable. I'm not shocked that Bobby Fish is released, but I will say this: as I've become more of a GCW fan over the last few months, Bobby Fish, I seen Emil from GCW tweet out that he wants to see Bobby Fish and Jonathan Gresham in GCW. That match would be fucking fun. That would just be fire, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Bobby Fish didn't really bring anything. The Undisputed Era's no more, so he's been injured a lot. They're trying to make Kyle O'Reilly a single star.
I think they would have fucking ditched Kyle O'Reilly too if they could have. If he wasn't like blatantly in a thing.
Well, see, you also at the same time you've got the talk of Adam Cole not being under contract anymore. They kind of can't get rid of Kyle O'Reilly right now because if both of them leave, you know what I mean? Like, you know how catastrophic that could be.
Okay, so Bobby Fish, and with all these, you're gonna see him other places. I mean. They're going to go somewhere. Impact or Ring of Honor or MLW, or they'll fall to somewhere and they'll be around, and that's cool. Wherever they go, it will be better than what they've come from.
Yeah. No, it will. 100%.
Bronson Reed, a guy that they spent all this time building him. They just made him North American champion, made this whole big deal out of it.
3 months ago.
And, yeah. I guess, does he have some active story? People were saying he had some kind of active story.
Like, he's been on TV recently.
Who the fuck is that?
That's Jake Atlas. That's Jake Atlas.
Oh, okay. There you go. I'm like, I didn't look familiar. That's how he dresses right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's an openly gay dude. You know what I mean?
I know. It's almost like, who's that? Who's that fucking gay Hispanic magician? And then you're like, oh, no, it is a gay guy. Okay, that makes sense. Jake Atlas. Who, for some reason, did not recognize in that picture.
I mean, that's
that guy's a big fucking star in the future. I mean, he was a guy who they had to have that guy. Remember, Jake Atlas came up and was like, he had that really big PWG weekend and shit. And everyone was like, he's the next fucking big thing, and WWE had to have him and signed him up. And they're like, eh.
Well, you look at the parallels, right, between AEW and WWE. Jake Atlas and Jungle Boy have been tethered at the hip for years, right, on the indie scene and whatnot. And so you got Jungle Boy goes to AEW. He's touted as one of the next big things. Then you got Jake Atlas goes to WWE, and it's like, I wonder what WWE is going to do to Jake Atlas. And they put him. You look at where Jungle Boy is, and you look at where Jake Atlas is, and it's night and day, night and fucking day. Yeah. Where they've went, and it's not because of the talent, it's because of the vehicle pushing it.
Yeah, so I think Jake Atlas, he's one of those guys who, I mean, if you can't sign anymore, but AEW, he'd be great. He'd be great anywhere where he could get a spotlight. I think he's really good. Ari Sterling, do you know who that is?
Ari Sterling, that's Zachary Wentz. No, not Zach. Oh, god damn it, man! He's the GCW Zach Wentz. No, I don't know. No, that's the guy in MSK. Hold on.
Pete Wentz. No, I'm just like
I mean, I'm sure that's the take on it.
that's the guy from Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, that showed his dick. Fucking Ashley Simpson.
I mean, I'd show my dick to Ashley Simpson. Ashley Simpson told me she wanted to see it.
Oh yeah, of course. And I'd say, does your sister want to see it too? Alex Zane. He was having matches with Blake Christian on GCW. All those gifs that you seen were always Alex Zane and Blake Christian. So they hired both of them at basically the exact same time. And yeah.
Conan Reeves, who I fucking have hated the entire time he's been there.
Yeah, me too.
What was I calling him for a while? I was calling him Rocky Iakea or Prince Maivia, both of them.
Prince Maivia is a good one.
Because when he first came in, he was just like first gen Rock and like first gen Prince Iakea smashed together in a tall fucking shitty package. So rude. I'm sorry. He's a nice guy.
I'm sure he is.
Leon Ruff, who I was amazed that they had that guy on the show as much as they did.
Yeah. No. That one, they pushed him for a bit, but he was kind of like their Ellsworth. You know what I mean? Like, he was expendable from the moment he got there. He was there for a reason, and he did good for the reason he was there for, but they didn't need him after that, so.
If you ever curious, like, what kind of a booking they would do with, like, Grisham? I always thought that, like, if that Grisham would sign with them, he'd be doing that kind of shit.
Jonathan Grisham?
Yeah.
What a fucking sin that would be.
It's true, though. They'd sign that guy, they'd be like, look how small he is. He's really small.
Oh, fucking hell.
We'll have him fight, we'll have him wrestle, not anymore, but Braun Strowman, and have Braun Strowman put his hand out and like hold him back for the head as he tries to.
If I'm not mistaken, Ari Sterling was on yesterday's episode of 205 Live. I don't know if that was before or after he got released or not.
Oh yeah, they've done that before.
Yeah,
that's like if you do it, you don't want to be there. You know who else had a match on 205 Live this week?
Kushida.
Cruiserweight champion Kushida. Might have been against this fucking guy for who? Well,
it might have been actually.
Message retracted. What kind of shit you typing in there, boy?
I think he had Kina. I think it was Kina. I think it was just
he retracted the whole thing to fix that.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, some people take their grammar seriously, Jim. It aired after his release. Evil Evan, thank you. You are the
That's
man.
Awesome. Yeah. But yeah, Kushida, man, I'm sick of being just like the best junior in the fucking world. I'm gonna go and do something else.
I'm gonna prove that I can be a star in America.
You're like a version of what you were, but like the complete Bizarro world version. Like there is not a person in the world who gives a fuck who the Cruiserweight champion is in that company.
No, definitely not. As soon as Kota Ibushi didn't win that tournament, as soon as it was TJP, that's when the Cruiserweight division died.
Disagree. I liked G1 fucking TJP. The song was awesome. I liked it. I still really like that guy. I think he's really good.
He's really talented. Got horrible takes on life, but he's talented for sure.
That's true. But yeah, the only reason he won that tournament is because like all the guys they wanted to win that tournament were like, yeah, no, we're not coming here. Ibushi, Saber was in that too, right?
Yeah, Saber was in that tournament.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, no, we're good.
Tozawa.
Steven, this is probably Stephon Smith.
I don't know who that is.
Tyler Rust.
Tyler Rust was on TV a little while ago.
I don't know who he is. I don't watch NXT.
A lot of these names are lower level.
Zachariah Smith.
Yeah.
Asher Hale. Giant Zangier.
Yep. Desmond Troy.
It's not Stephen A. Smith, is it really? Get the fuck out of here. I read it and then I'm like, oh, god damn it. That's the rights of Roni Jabroni. He's always fucking trying to fuck with me in the chat. And Mercedes Martinez, which That's a big one. She's fucking awesome. AEW should definitely sign her.
Well, like, she was in All Out. Or All In. So, like, I kind of thought that she would be there. I think she was also in All Out, too. And then all of a sudden she shows up on AEW TV. Or WWE TV. And I was like, oh, fair enough. That's not one I expected. I expected to see her in AEW.
Yeah. She's really good. At least, well, in the past, I've seen her be very good. So, like, I'd say she's worth a sign. But she's also...
She's creeping up there in age.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but she's also like a 40-year-old lesbian lady, too. So,
well, she is getting old, though. That's the thing, right? Like,
she's 40. She's over 40, yeah.
So, like, you sign her, you kind of got to have an idea for her right now. And unfortunately... like, AEW's women's division in a certain aspect
like, look
would
at her
be helped.
Like, she looks fucking badass.
Oh, yeah. Like, she looks like she'll kill you, you know?
And she legit probably could. Like, she could kind of kick my fucking ass.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Jim. We know that.
You're like, no question. She could kick your ass. I get in a traffic dispute. What the fuck?
She just gets
that chick gets out and just beats the fucking shit out of me.
It's just rolling up your window real fast.
Come home, rolling it up. What? Come home with a fucking. You know, I know you're old. Come home all beat up. Like, what the fuck happened to you? Nothing.
Yeah. Fell down.
Another traffic altercation. Giant black man, 6'6". He beat the fuck out of me. That's what happened.
Oh, fucking hot damn. Hot fucking damn. But yeah, no.
You go evil level. Yeah, just give a shout out to all the 40-year-old lesbians out there.
Yeah.
We know you ain't into us, ladies.
We're
cool with that.
We cool with that.
Because we all know pussy is king. We used to hang out with this my buddy used to work with this lesbian fucking years ago. And she looked like fucking Bucka Slim Shady. But she was super fun, man. We would go out to strip clubs and shit. And it was like my first experience, because I was young, dude, like 21, just old enough to go to strip clubs and shit. And really going out like, fucking, what are we doing tonight, dude? We'll get drunk as fuck. All right, yeah, dude, let's go. You know, that was like... But she was awesome, man. We'd go to strip clubs with her and shit. It was like... That's like... shaped me early. It was like, fuck, lesbians are cool.
Hey, I got nothing against the lesbians. Nothing at all.
Yeah. I love gay people in general, dude. We go to drag shows, all the drag shows around here, which finally is one coming up again.
Oh, really?
Well, because, you know, COVID and shit.
Yeah, I got you.
But they are a fucking blasty blast, and, like, people, like, dudes walk around in, like, pants that have no asses, like, their ass cheeks are out and shit, and it's like, this place fucking rules, dude. I'm gonna get a fruity drink. Yeah.
Justin Daly in the chat says lesbians hate him.
Well, I mean, they don't like any man, do they?
Well, I mean, some don't. It's a subsection. That's I'm sure, but
hey. I'm not comfortable talking about lesbians anymore. So yeah, there's a lot of releases, you know, more to come, we've heard.
Yeah.
I don't think any of this is like big. You know, we'll see it here in Mark Tank. Fuck, this show's going long. More about that, but you know, they still have tons of people, I'm sure. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they do. We might as well go touch on.
They're gonna blow up NXT. Because NXT costs a fuckload of money. You think they just blow that whole place up?
Yeah. I mean, they got too many people on their contract down there as it is. So,
I'm saying, you think they'll get rid of it?
Oh, get rid of NXT and
yeah, we'll just cut the NXT part off, and we'll save us they'll save a ton of money doing that. Because I don't think it makes much money for USA.
Probably not.
They were like, hey, you want to put this thing on USA? And they're like, I mean, I guess.
Well, it does do better than anything else on USA aside from Raw. Right? So USA doesn't want to get rid of it.
Don't they make original fucking shows?
Yeah, but they don't get viewership.
So, like, Burn Notice or some other show that I've heard people talk about. I don't know what channel that's on.
Well, like, all the good
these
ones
shows
are over,
that I've never fucking seen that are like, on a new episode of Burn Notice, Friday's #1 show. It's like, who the fuck watches this shit? I don't understand. I don't. All these shows. I mean, I watch some TV shows. Don't get me wrong. But who watches that shit? I don't get it. I just watch RuPaul Drag Race and MTV Catfish. Project One Way, shit like that, bro. Top Chef. But I don't get who watches this kind of shows. Anyway.
Yeah.
So they put all the time and effort into shows that get less than 600,000 viewers.
Yeah.
God damn. Is that what you can make that much money? We need to fucking get up and we gotta get our podcast numbers up, dude. Making advertising bucks. There's people with podcasts who get more than 500,000 fucking downloads an episode.
Oh yeah.
And if they can make a dumb show and still make money, that's pretty crazy.
I gotta say,
I
gotta say in the chat though, Ty Loney is just a gem to have in the chat. Just a fucking gem.
He really is. I feel like you should do a podcast, dude.
Right?
He's got the personality for it. Dude cracks me up.
Yeah.
Dude, aren't they friends with Scotty? Do a podcast with Scotty,
right?
Listen to that. So yeah, then the question is, does this mean that they're trying to sell? It sure looks that way to anybody. Yeah. I've seen people who don't even have anything to do with wrestling say, yeah, this is what you do.
Yeah, you trim the fat, you make the bottom line look a lot better, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're worth more money.
Is that fooling anybody who's looking to buy it, though? If you're looking to buy this, you're not aware of that? I mean, of course you're aware of this.
I don't know. I don't know. Are
you that fucking... No, come on, dude. You're not going to oh yeah, we're looking to spend, because what is WWE going to sell for? Some fucking gross amount of money.
It's going to sell for a lot of money. And you look at it, we've seen it time and time again with the inflation of their stock prices. The investors, they think they're on this, floating ship of money, right? And they're ignoring everything that's happening down the line, like the severe drop in ratings over the last few years and everything along those lines. I can see somebody like NBC just being like, yeah, Vince, I'll give you a couple $2 billion for this.
Well, that's the thing right now. A lot of properties and shows. I mean, look at that. Do you see that South Park deal that those fucking guys got?
No.
They just got a deal with, I don't even know what streaming platform it is. HBO, whatever the fuck. I don't know what it is. One of the streaming platforms to do 14 movies. Matt Parker and Trey Parker, Matt Stone, yes.
Yeah.
14 South Park movies.
Does it have to be South Park movies, or could it be? Could it be like basketball too?
Well, I wish they would do other. I've been saying that forever. Their other movies are, Team America's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All their other movies, basketball is great. Yeah. Orgasmo is fucking. I love Orgasmo. I think that's hilarious.
Orgasmo is good. Orgasmo is good.
But anyway, Paramount Plus. You know what kind of fucking money that deal was worth? $900 million.
Was it 900 million?
What is he talking about? Maybe that's what the WWE would sell.
Maybe,
for?
Yeah. Hold on.
I mean, dude, Spotify gave Joe Rogan $100 million.
Yeah, that's foolishness, though. That's absolute foolishness, if you ask me.
I don't know how you're going to make it back.
No, no, you're not going to. Especially it's Spotify. They got the people they're going to get.
I mean, and you could just listen to Rogan for free on there anyway.
Really?
But it's still a number. Anywhere that you can pull a number, you're valuable to advertising, because TV's not worth shit. A lot of these shows, 400,000, 300,000. I mean, there's podcasts or YouTube channels who get that in a fucking video.
Jim,
so you may as well advertise over there.
It was 900 million for South Park.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Holy fucking shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's wild. That's madness. Absolute fucking madness.
$1 billion. Those two fuck ups, man.
Right?
Those two guys who were all through high school were just fuck ups, to everybody.
Pubic hair jokes and shit. Just come on.
Turned a fucking little offensive thing of animated thing about Christmas into like $1 billion.
Like Tyler only remind me in chat just like that hardcore puppet sex scene, right? Like they did that and they're getting $900 million. These guys though, they are masters in satire. There's a reason why they've been around so long, and a lot of it has to do with that hectic schedule that they give themselves to try to stay current, where they start the next episode the day after the last episode aired. You know, so it's tremendous just the way they do it. I've never really fallen out of South Park, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what is WWE going to sell for? I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be stupid. Now's the time to sell it. And, you know, if you're anyone in that, like, why the fuck not? I mean, Vince McMahon should have sold it before when it would have been. I don't know if it would have been worth more, I guess. Because now is where people are throwing around the crazy ass fucking money. So
yeah.
I don't know. Good luck. I mean, if NBC buys it and McMahon is out, I mean, you come in, you clean house on it. It doesn't. The people who watch WWE have proven that they're just going to keep watching it. That's a big part of why they just do whatever they want, because it doesn't fucking matter. These people will watch it every week. Raw's the worst. It really is the worst it's ever fucking been, is it not? I mean, I feel like I say that all the time, but it's terrible.
Yeah. Since Nick Khan has shown up in WWE, they've really been cleaning house. It's almost like he was brought in to make this company look better. They've gotten rid of a lot of people in the office. They've gotten rid of a lot of people on the roster. You know, they're trimming up that bottom dollar, and I can't see any reason why they wouldn't be doing this other than the fact that we're going to sell. You know what I mean? Like, they're signing everybody up for AEW.
Your $10 Patreon donation does not look like chump change.
No, we appreciate
an
it.
average fucking person to give us $10 a month. You are a saint among men. What a fucking guy.
Yes. Goddamn right.
So yeah, we were on that topic for a long time. And it went all over the place, and we were fucked.
We were. We might as well touch on that Bray Wyatt bullshit while we're here.
Yeah, what's the story with that?
So, really, when you look, Bray Wyatt had come into he hasn't been on TV since WrestleMania. There was rumors that it was mental health issues after the death of Brody Lee. That's been like disputed and whatever and argued online whether that's true or not. But he was off for an undisclosed medical condition and was scheduled to be cleared like 3 days before he was released. And it was penciled in that he would be on TV, and then all of a sudden he's just gone. It's like, no, we're done. It's a little odd, just weird, because like this happened. Like, it was breaking news during last week's episode. We barely touched on it. We found.
I want to say why would that breaking news? And then I guess we're just so focused on where we had to go, or we were as we are again, deep as fuck in this show. Like, so much shit to still do, and we're almost 2 hours in it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do, I guess, but also it's like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ,
for a while, dude. Earlier this summer, we were nailing it. Boom, hour and a half, like perfect.
Yeah,
now we're fucking like 2 hours. They're just getting longer and longer. Anyway, Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda is a smart guy. He has great ideas. A lot of that shit was him. I guess he paid for that mask and shit. Like, I guess he came up with a lot of this shit, and I want to see it, but you know, what are you gonna do? Is AEW sign this guy too? That's Chris.
Okay, like,
what does he do?
So I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing not the Bray Wyatt character, like the Louisiana Bound dude. Really, I don't mind. I'm not saying that, but something more akin to that. No, not so much of the gimmicks and the supernatural. Just a cult leader, because he is really good at that promo. He says absolutely nothing, but the promos are fun as fuck.
That was a problem, and the other problem was he would cut these promos about fucking people up, and then he wouldn't. That's what killed him.
Yeah,
they brought him up after the split. You know, I cut crazy promos on you, and then he would lose like a fucking shithead over and over and over, and then they killed it. But he reinvented himself with the other shit. I don't want to see anything like the Fiend anywhere, but
no,
I have faith in this guy's mind and ideas to say, like, I want to see what he can come up with on his own somewhere. You know, I'd love to see that, but How many guys can AEW have? Holy fuck!
Yeah, I mean, we do have that extra hour of TV coming up. Who knows?
Look at the look on his face right there.
Yeah,
Like that's a fucking an interesting look, man.
yeah,
He could have that, the darkness and like I mean, he's really fucking good.
he is.
Those, like the
very
kiddie show
emotive.
stuff. I don't know if I want to see a guy be a kiddie show host on a wrestling show,
No,
but the way he would go from happy like a little kid to just like fucking dark and shit, or mixing the two, he's that, but he's also got he's got some fucking talent. He can talk.
yep.
I always liked him, man. I was, until they fucking did, like everybody, I liked him until WWE killed him.
Yeah, and can you imagine the stuff that him and Alistair or Malakai Black could do in AEW? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could really put on quite the spectacle. And with that being said, Bray Wyatt's got a 90-day no-compete. When his 90 days are up?
Late October.
October 29th.
Uh-huh.
Bray Wyatt as like some kind of Halloween surprise. It's a no-brainer.
What day of the week is Halloween now?
Jim, fuck, you had to go and make me work, eh?
I got it right here. Here.
Okay.
I'll find it.
I got my calendar up. Let's see.
October 31st is a Sunday.
There you
Oh,
go.
that sucks.
29th is a Rampage, Jim.
Oh, 29th is a Rampage.
Right? Like, so,
There you go.
come on. Like,
Also,
that
with shit like
sells
this,
itself.
a lot of these people, that we've talked about here, released and stuff, do you have to sign them to a deal? Not really.
No.
Right? You can just bring people in.
Yeah.
Like when Cordona got released, they brought him in for a little while, did some shit,
Yep.
and I don't
Didn't
know
offer
why he
him
didn't
anything.
work there.
No, they didn't
Why is
offer
it?
him anything. He's been vocal about that before, where he didn't want to wait around for them to offer. Like, it didn't seem like they were going to offer, so he went with Impact. But I mean,
Sorry, I'm like across the room from pointing this remote at my air conditioner. I'm like, come on, fuck.
turn on! I'm sweating, motherfucker. I'm hot as
I'm
hell.
But yeah. So who knows? I guess we'll see what the fuck, right?
Yeah. Yep. We
I
shall
want to see what this guy's got next. So
Yeah, and
Be
I'm
awesome
sure it's gonna
in,
be fun.
maybe in Japan too, but Japan doesn't really let you do the kind of character shit you'd be able to do in AEW.
No. It is kind of character stuff. While the overt crazy stuff, I think, might get something, because Japan's a notable horror, capital when it comes to horror movies. But the nuances to it would be completely lost. I do feel.
There you go. Ric Flair also. Sound like from the sound of it, he went and was unhappy with his daughter's booking, which is crazy. Regardless, it's like, dude, that's crazy, and kind of, I guess, had an ultimatum of do this or I'm gonna quit, and they're like, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess.
Why are we paying you money again? I don't know.
It's true.
But him and Tony Khan are friends. Like
They've been friends for years, apparently.
Yeah. Well, if I was a aging pro wrestler who, needed money quite often, and I met a billionaire Mark, I'd probably be like, yeah, dude, we're totally fucking friends, me and you. I'm sure he'll show up there,
Yeah,
they could do
I'm
a
sure he will.
4 horsemen thing. The rest of the horsemen are there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's very true.
I'm not saying I don't want to see Ric Flair every week. And I think a lot of pro wrestling fans, that was the sentiment I got from a lot of people too, is we love Ric Flair and shit, but like, I don't want to see him every week. If they want to do like in North Carolina or whatever, tribute to the 4 Horsemen show or something, that's fine.
Yeah.
If they want to bring, because they're all there, if you want to do where they pick out 4 guys and do a 4 Horsemen thing, I'd even be probably okay with that. But
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's all in moderation. I don't want to see Ric Flair on my TV every week. You know what I mean?
He
I
doesn't
got
need
no
to be
need
like
for that.
managing somebody or something like that.
Flair versus Gage in a death match in the chat. Can you imagine?
Literal death match.
Yeah, somebody actually dies.
Yeah. Yeah, Bray and Sammy Callahan, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, What else we got? Was that all the releases?
That's basically the gist of the releases. There's plenty more news. Like we can touch on how Max Caster was semi in hot water over his little rap that he did. You know, he's pushing the edge, and he really went over the edge for a lot of people. At least on Twitter.
It's not even a lot of people, man.
No, it's a vocal minority on Twitter because all reports from the arena seemed like it didn't bother really anybody there. Like it's understandable. I can understand why somebody would be a little upset about it, but I mean, it is the character. You know, it fits. Whether or not this is his actual views in real life, I don't know. You know, I mean, Tony Khan has went out and said like, "Hey, this is never going to happen again. I'm going to." He almost sounded like that teacher that, or like that, that girlfriend that you had that you really didn't. She picked up the slack for you. You know, she's fun. I'll do this on top of everything else I'm doing. I'll edit Dunne. I'll edit Dark.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's pushing it. When I heard it, I was like, okay, that's kind of a push.
Yeah,
it's a little far, maybe.
A little bit.
But dude, calm. Everyone needs to calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of this whole fucking thing, man. You know,
I agree.
It's just a never-ending. It's like, dude, it wasn't even. I mean, he said, if you haven't heard, or if you didn't exactly, because they removed the clip, it's like gone.
Yeah, yeah. They even sent cease and desist to people that had it, I believe, or have tried to upload it, I believe.
Listen, the acclaim
DMCA
kick-ass for
reports,
Miles, making you claim mental health like Simone Biles. That is not making fun of or insulting
He's
mental
saying,
health at all. It is simply pointing out that she claimed mental health. I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with people.
They're also saying that they're going to beat them so bad that they're going to claim mental health, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's not like they're not saying that, like, mental health is bad. It's just saying that they're going to do this.
If Seidel's is going to pay the cost, I'm going to treat those bitches like Duke Lacrosse. That's a little far. But also these fucking people need to actually go back and read because they don't read.
Yes.
That, those guys were actually acquitted on that.
Yeah, they found out that she was actually lying about the whole thing.
People were fucking disbarred and shit over that. So that line, it's a little far. But also they're in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I think that's where Duke is. I'm almost positive.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I could look.
Yeah.
Someone in chat will tell me. Because just get lazy. Like, fuck chat will tell you.
And then they don't, and you're like, fuck the chat.
They're gonna go on strike. They'll be like, I'm sick of carrying the show, dude. Okay, I just want to listen to it. I don't have to work while I'm listening to it.
I don't get paid.
So that's a little crazy. And then people were mad about the other part too. The blondes say they're the best, but the dudes are faker than a PCR test. It's like a COVID thing, I guess. But they're mad. What's the smell here in North Carolina? Oh wait, that's Julia's, and they take the mic away.
Yeah,
Duke University.
Yeah, I mean the people getting worked up over the Julia line. Come on.
If Duke University is in North Carolina, and I believe it is, then that's a good heel line, dude.
Yeah.
That's good. You're like, remember this fucking scandal that plagued your fucking beloved college? Like, fuck yeah. That's good heel heat. So, was it pushing it? Yeah, it's in Durham, North Carolina. There you go. Steve Gibson. 1 point for Steve.
Yeah, half point for Mad Hatter.
Yeah, you're late, Hatter. God damn it. So yeah, we're a different generation. I'm almost 40. I remember when, we could talk about things. We could make jokes. Remember jokes?
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. This is all a joke, dude. It's not serious. It's a fucking joke. It's a wrestling heel promo. And I don't understand about that. You shouldn't joke about is the silliest line ever.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't joke about. You should joke about everything.
Yep.
In the right context, everything is worthy of joking about.
Yep.
We should be able to remember we could fucking joke about white people. We could joke about fat people. And I am a fat fuck.
Yeah.
We could joke about gay people because there's jokes to be made. Okay? There are fun jokes to be made. But nobody has a sense of humor anymore, and everyone is just offended by everything. People who don't have fucking lives, a lot of them. You know, the people who are mad about stuff.
Yeah.
Can we transition? Do you have stuff about, like, for the Darby thing? Or no? You don't even want to talk about it. It's so stupid. I don't even want to talk about it.
I do, actually. I do have something for the Darby thing. I'm glad you brought that up, actually. So
okay. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
It's just the latest thing. And I feel like every week I'm on here saying this shit. When these people want to ruin somebody's life over allegations of just, you know, whatever that may be. Like, the former Velveteen Dream gets an indie booking, and then people like, no, fuck you can't work anywhere. Oh, okay. We have no proof of anything. The police have never done anything. There's never been any proof of anything provided. But fuck this guy forever, I guess.
Yeah, and like I understand the some marriage too. Like in the past, police hasn't really taken like sexual assault seriously, and yada yada yada. Like it's understandable. It's one of those things where, you know, can you ruin somebody's life for something that, you know, there is no proof for, or you know, because like there's really no difference in me just, like, you know, coming up with something outlandish about somebody else. You know, it's unfortunately it sucks if it did happen. Like, a piece of shit is a piece of shit, but I mean, hey,
yeah. I'm with you on the Steve on the Tar Heels versus Duke. Duke fucking sucks, but Tar Heels had Michael Jordan. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
I love that. Yeah. Gotta love them colors too, right?
Teal, yeah, the teal is cool.
Yeah.
Who did Duke have? What was that asshole played for Minnesota after that?
Like the Timberwolves? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he went to Duke and he played the big, tall, white motherfucker. Just an asshole. Oh, yeah, I forget his name. Anyway. This accusation was made by Holly Cromwell.
Yeah, and apparently too, she had made the same accusation when speaking out first started, but she didn't put a name to it. And then today she's putting the name to it, kind of deal. So
yeah, she should have stuck with that. But the things she says, do you know how old? Okay, no. 2016 and 2017. Do you know how old Darby Allin is?
He's like 20. I don't know. I don't want to say he's like super young, but I gotta check.
I'm looking.
Okay.
He's 28.
28. Okay.
So 5 years ago, he would have been 23 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her accusations in this are, you know, let's see here. He ruined my mental health. He would talk about my family as if they were every problem I have in my life. And maybe they were.
Yeah.
He would get upset and scream at me and yell and treat me like a personal punching bag. Never hit her though. It'd be shells all the time. If I didn't reply how he wanted, I would get screamed at. And you know, it's basically stuff like that. There's no real. I guess there's some sex act shit.
Yeah.
He would threaten to leave me if I didn't have sex with him or do sexual things and perform sexual acts with him. I mean. Yeah. No? I mean, is that not part of it?
Like, okay, so like, let's look at this from one aspect or from one angle. You can say that means that, you know, whenever you can look at it and she's saying that maybe he whenever, wherever, if I want it, I get it. Or it could be maybe Darby Allin's into kinky shit and he doesn't want to go his whole life not being able to do said kinky shit. So now are we kink shaming, or is he a piece of shit? Right? Like there's two drastic sides to the story.
I didn't see anything that said he forced her to do these things.
No, so like maybe he liked putting dildos up girls' butts and having one up his butt too. Right? Like,
yeah.
Who fucking knows? And maybe she wasn't down for that, and he wanted, you know, Priscilla Kelly maybe would do it. Right? Like, she pulls the tampon out. Right, so
is that after? I think she must have been after this.
That was after, yeah. That was after.
And you know what? She gave a fucking pretty glowing review of Darby Allin.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? Okay, here's the main two takeaways from this whole thing. First off, I mean, when you're young, 23, dude, you're not I mean, how you remember back what your relationships were like when you were 20 or 21, 22?
Yep.
It's madness. Your brain is fucking, I mean, you're just a fucking animal at that age.
Your brain has not fully formed. It's 26 or something like that before your brain actually fully develops.
I mean, it depends. I guess I'm chill, but I've never in my life raised my voice to a woman I've dated.
Yeah.
Never once. Because that's nonsense.
It shouldn't be done.
That's just me. Some people fucking yell. I've watched friends of mine fucking scream at their women back in the day. Not now.
Yeah.
But when we were young.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Because you're fucking crazy. And the other point of that is that a lot of the people who are mad, they don't know this. Because they've never fucked anybody. And they've never dated somebody when you're young and broken and you haven't figured out yourself yet, and you're with another person who's got their own fucking bag of shit they don't know how to deal with. And you're toxic, but you fucking, and the fucking's awesome. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, they don't have these experiences. That's a lot of these things where people are mad about things online is they don't know. They're like, oh, you can't fire this person. Like, you don't know this because you've never been in business. You probably never had a fucking job.
Yeah. And then you see in the chat, you got fucking scholars like Eve 11 who was raising his 4-year-old son at 23. Like, there's exceptions to every rule, right? There is. Yeah. Right? 100%.
Well, that's true. That's true. I mean, it's just, there's different people, right? I mean,
yeah. Different strokes for different folks.
Some people take longer to figure it out.
Yeah.
23 is a push. I thought he was actually younger than that. But, I mean, the point is, you figure yourself out as you go, man. And not every, early relationships a lot of times are fucked up.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything that was too crazy. He would yell at you and you were on eggshells. You should have fucking dumped him. Anyone else would have.
Yeah. Really, like
you're trying to get me to do sex shit that I don't want to do, and you're screaming at me, and I'm on eggshells. Just break up with him. He never said he threatened you that you couldn't break up with him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a non-issue, and I saw people tweeting. Maybe I have him for Mark Tank. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Where it's like, well, he should be suspended while AEW investigates this. He should be suspended from his job tomorrow. While they do an investigation into what, dude? Yeah. What are the accusations? I don't see a single thing that's breaking any law. There's nothing that breaks a law.
Yeah.
In there.
No. Well, still, being.
He yelled at his girlfriend. Oh my god.
Right. Like it's like definitely there's the case to leave. But yeah, and hey, nobody likes being a piece of shit, but guys. If everybody that we knew or ever happened to be a piece of shit was ever ignored, like, come on, we've all done pieces of shit things in life. Every one of us.
Oh, someone in the chat disagrees with me greatly.
Yeah, hey, you know what I mean? That's life. That's life.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That is cool. I mean, that's how it is. People have different takes on shit.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
I'm too stoned to argue with you about this.
Oh, dude, I'm too stoned to argue with anybody about anything. I'm just giving you my point of view. When I saw that, that's how I felt. I mean, you imagine if you have an ex-girlfriend who could come out and say anything about you, and that would fuck you over. That's not cool, man.
Yeah. Every we can look at everything like it's black and white, or we can look at it in reality in shades of gray. There's two sides to every story, and then usually it lies in the middle somewhere, the truth.
In the past, did I try to convince girls who didn't want to do butt stuff to do butt stuff? Yeah, dude, that's what, come on.
Jim.
Mrs. Vicious don't fuck with that. She don't fuck with anything that's outside of her scope.
No, yeah, it's like most people.
It's like, this is it. ABC. Nothing else. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a fucking sticky situation. I'm just saying, like, even if you think he did, do, what is he here? Mentally abused and manipulated somebody. I mean, did he? He emulates. Oh, G.G. Allen was garbage, but he's also a punk rock fucking icon.
He was a
and that's Darby's thing, right? And also fucking Crash Darby.
Yeah.
Another fucking crazy person.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, guess what? This guy is fucking damaged. It is hard to deal with and shit. And like, kind of crazy. Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I felt about it. I don't think you can just like, oh, we're taking him off TV and we're investigating his. Why does his workplace have to investigate this?
Yes.
If it's a police matter, the police will investigate it. If it's not, then I don't think it's that big of an issue.
No.
His later girlfriend has said, she had only good things to say about him. So
yeah, and it's one of those things in life where we can pretend there isn't pieces of shit in this world, or we can realize that there is pieces of shit, and you can learn how to deal with pieces of shit. Because you're not going to get rid of them. You know what I mean? There's always going to be pieces of shit. As much as you try to get rid of pieces of shit in this world, you're basically just sending them off into a land where you out of sight, out of mind. And then you just got a group of people that don't know how to deal with pieces of shit.
I think Evil Evan puts the bow on it. Of course, fucking Evil Evan with the wisdom.
I know. I know.
We've all done shitty things to others in our past. It's about growing and changing. We can all learn to be better.
Every day.
That's exactly.
Every day.
That's it. That's the perfect thing to say.
If
moving on. Get the fuck out of here.
Jesus Christ. Gotta love it.
Yeah. I don't know what we're supposed to do. That's the other part of it. Like what are we supposed to do with this information?
Yeah.
That at least in his past, he did these things to somebody he dated. Okay, let's say that's fact.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do about it? He's supposed to lose his job for it? Or
what you can
I don't
do
know.
about
Like, what
it?
does that do? What does that fucking do?
What you can do about it is, if you're going to get into a relationship, Darby Allin, maybe tread lightly. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's it.
I'm sure he's way different. I'm sure he's got his shit a lot more together now than he did, because the older you get, the smarter you fucking get.
And if he doesn't, hopefully he's working on it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, dude. I just, that's the position I have. So moving.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
I still love you, though, Daniel Price. You're here live, and you're a bad motherfucker for that.
Yeah. Hey, I got nothing against anybody's opinion. Everybody's allowed their own opinion, and if we disagree, we disagree.
Yeah.
If hopefully though we can come together in the end, and love each other.
Did you see it? Kind of came out as a thing this week on Twitter. Stone Mexican guy.
Like
who?
The
Huh?
dude with the Capri Sun?
No, like the Twitter account.
Oh.
The dude, there's a dude called Stone Mexican guy.
Okay.
And he listens to this show, and he's like, I love your show. But he tweeted about it publicly. He's like, I disagree with these guys constantly. Because he does. Anything I tweet, the guy, it's like some of his takes are just like, I don't understand them. There's the complete opposite of my views.
Yeah.
But like, he's like, I disagree with you guys constantly, but I still listen to the show, and I still like the show. And I still like you guys. But we disagree constantly. Like I couldn't imagine how many, like AEW, it's like complete opposite ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I can't imagine not liking AEW, right? Like to me,
That used to be a thing too, though.
Yeah.
Back in the day, right? It was like you could disagree with people.
Oh yeah.
And you're still their friend.
Do you think like WWF fans and WCW fans wouldn't talk to each other back in the day? No. I mean,
Seeing
like,
deeper
come
than
on.
that, I have friends with different political views and shit, than me, or I mean, I'm completely different religious views and shit,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't matter.
No.
Like we can disagree and be friends,
Yeah, we just don't talk.
But
about
nowadays
that
you
shit.
can't. You disagree,
No.
you got to be like, that's it.
Yeah, you gotta be
Your team
sworn
A or
off
B, your
evil
team
enemies.
red or blue.
You gotta be evil enemies.
What team are you on? And once it gets to a point, it's not even about like the actual resolution. It's just like, did our team win? Yes. Fuck yeah.
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 No, I agree. But on the other hand, let's move on here. There is word that Ruby Riott, aka Ruby Soho, is her destination is not unknown. It's said to be AEW. But yeah, no, hopefully she can bring a lot to that division, as could somebody like Mercedes Martinez. But Ruby Riott has time on her side, something that Mercedes Martinez doesn't really have. So I mean, like she's going. I mean, like her prime.
She's rumored to be having new gear. That is black shoes, black coat, and a black hat. She'll be arriving in a black Cadillac. Now the way you threw in the fucking her destination is not unknown. Fought me so hard, dude.
Thanks. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, that should be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we have here for news, Jim?
I mean, dude, Ruby Soho in AEW would be awesome. They'll buy the song or get the song. Like, that dude's a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Fucking great, man.
Yeah.
That song's awesome. And these songs are fucking... That's what's over. Jericho's song is so over because it's his real song.
Yep.
And same goes for fucking... I don't like the Wild thing. I fucking hate it. But it works. Over. The crowd can sing fucking Ruby, 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 Ruby Soho.
Because it's so
come on,
simple. Dude. It's so easy. It's her name. Right? Like, come on. You
can do that chant during the fucking match.
Yeah.
Like, and she is. I've always been a big fan of her shit, even when she was on the indies.
Yeah. How do you love Lace?
Because, dude, not every woman is into blonde chicks, right? Or not every dude is into blonde chicks. Like, I think she's hot as shit. Because I like girls that are covered in tattoos and just have a fucking alternative look, you know?
Yeah, and then it's not. You can look at it from the other spectrum too. It's like not all girls are blonde hair, blue eye Barbie dolls, right?
Yeah,
exactly. It's everybody looks different.
All right, Daniel Price. Yeah, we may not be able to disagree about Rancid being awesome or not.
That's a friends offline.
Take what I said about being disagreeing with people.
Yeah. That's a shit take right there.
Yeah, on the punk rock fucking metal pro wrestling podcast.
Fucking hell.
No, I still love you. But yeah, there's that. So that's fun. Hopefully she comes in. And also pretty good wrestler.
Evil Evan popped me in the chat so fucking what if she sees her name on the marquee, but she will never understand? But again, he's leaving, and he got a tear from her eye. Fuck you, Evil Evan.
We went to a concert like fucking 2.5 hour drive away, and me and then two of my friends who are. The only real thing is that they're mutually friends with me. They're not really whatever. On the way back, the one guy's in the back. He's a real metal guy, not doesn't listen to punk at all. And we're coming out of the city, and both me and the other dude in the front, he throws on Rancid, and Out Come the Wolves.
Yeah,
blasts it up. And while that dude sits in the back seat, no doubt confused, we sang every fucking word of that song all the way, like the whole album.
It's a great
fucking
album.
Volume all the way home.
It's a great album, man. I've got it on vinyl here somewhere.
Yeah, it's fucking tremendous. So there you go. You're wrong about him. What else we got? We got to finish this fucking show.
We do. I don't think there's anything else really news-wise that's worthy to even pander on about now. I think we should just get the step and let's get moving on.
Okay, rapid fire. The Drama King and Missy Hyatt debuted at Impact. Missy Hyatt? No, dude.
Missy Hyatt? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Missy Hyatt. Yeah, you're right.
The assassin Jody Hamilton passed away.
Yes.
SCL Hall of Fame. He probably should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Tomohiro Ishii versus Moose is coming up on New Japan fucking America. That's going to be the shit. Here's a match I had no idea I wanted to see.
Right? That's exactly what that is. Like, I have by no means ever been a huge fan of Moose, but the thought of Moose versus Tomohiro Ishii is tantalizing nonetheless.
Impact launches a new YouTube service, no longer airing on Twitch. It's a YouTube subscription service called Impact Wrestling Insiders. Part fan club and part digital subscription service. You get access to a raft of premium content. What is it? It's so much you have to put it on a raft.
It'll make you sink. It's so heavy.
It's not quite a boatload. Okay, it's more of a raft load. Brand new shows and exclusive perks. What brand new shows? How much is this?
What?
The level 1 tier costs 99 cents a month.
What
Why
is-
even bother somebody for a fucking $1? Like, that's like you're a goddamn homeless person sitting on the sidewalk asking for fucking change. Can you give us $1? You give $1.
Sir, may I have some more?
One of the greatest quotes among my friends and I, where we were outside of a venue in Minneapolis, the Quest Club for Mars Volta, and this homeless dude comes around and he's got a stick, which is very fucking disturbing that he had a stick. But he went around and he was asking people for money, and then like had you sign the stick or something, and it was his gimmick. But he got fucking mad. He asked somebody for change, and he looks right at my friend, and as close as I can recall it, he said, he starts yelling at him for change, and he goes, "You got a penny, man!" One fucking angry, like, "You got a one fucking penny!" Like, this guy's screaming at him for a penny. Holy fuck, man. What a grim dystopia we live in.
You can't even get a penny in Canada.
Like, this dude's gonna hit you with the stick of all the people, and all their names are on there of all the people he suckered into giving him change. I reached in my pocket and gave him some of the change that I had in my pocket. I'm like, oh, that's a big motherfucker. Like, moving big ones, all the big quarters, like moving those motherfuckers.
God damn. Oh,
I have a policy on that shit. Might be offensive. Is Daniel Price still here, or did he leave? Oh, he's still here.
yes.
I like homeless people to like do something. If you sing a song or tell me a joke or something, and that's not like being an asshole, like to be like, oh, trying to like make them do fucking shit. No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to be like, I just like, you got to do something, dude. Nobody gets money for nothing on this. Okay, if that's your business plan has been get money for doing absolutely jack shit.
Nobody gets money for nothing.
Bro,
You definitely
you didn't
chicks
get the
for free.
fucking memo because no one gets money for nothing.
Or your
right?
chicks for free.
Yeah. Oh, chicks for free. Look at that. Look at that.
Give him roll pennies, make his day.
I want her. I'm gonna get copyright struck by those cunts.
Did you?
No, we would.
Oh.
could.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, they have a 99-cent tier. I'll come around to that. Why even bother for that? $1?
Wait, Jim. What? I got lost somewhere along the ways. What has a 99-cent tier? Is this like some kind of impact?
Impact.
Thing? Oh.
It's a YouTube subscription service.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I liken them to homeless people begging for change because that's what this is.
It's essentially
The level
it's
1
same
tier
thing.
costs 99 cents a month. Those who subscribe will receive on-demand access to new Impact episodes every Thursday. Impact premieres on Access TV on Thursday nights. Okay, why not just make that free and hope to God somebody watches it?
Yeah, why not just put it on YouTube? Like
It is on YouTube, but it costs 99 cents a month. That's insanity, dude. Somebody get those fucking guys on the phone.
They're gonna make probably $2,000.
Tens of dollars, dude.
I'd say $2,000. Probably.
Why not just put it on there for free?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And
That's
like
what I'm saying.
pray to any god you have that someone watches. I hope people watch this.
Yeah, because
And then sell advertising on it.
let's
If 20,000 people watch it, sell fucking advertising. Get mid-roll ads. That's going to make you more than the money you're going to get for 99 cents a month from people. Are you out of your fucking minds? I'm serious. Like, that's insanity, man. Like, runs this company. I like Impact, but you guys are fucking nuts. Maybe like us for our podcast, if we're like, okay, just for the existing amount of people we have, it's 99 cents if you want to watch it anymore.
yeah. It's like,
How are you
cool.
going to expand? How are you going to do anything?
There
You're
is
not.
none. There is no expansion.
Oh. Our business model's shit, as I've stated before.
Everything's free.
Give us money, like please. I don't know.
Yeah, everything's free. But
Yeah, we
donate.
got 6 different. It's a guilt them into it. Like there's 6 fucking shows for free on this channel. It's like, who else is giving you that much shit? Nobody. Maybe you'll give us money.
Maybe you
'Cause
won't.
I just have this thing about doing stuff that not that many people are gonna get. You know, like why would we go through the effort of doing like some hour-long thing or 2-hour-long thing for not everybody? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Will you be subscribing? Should I sign us up with the SCL account or what?
Listen, buddy, I have had Impact Plus on Fight TV for the last 8 months.
Oh, it's because you guys are doing that.
Because we were doing, yeah, but I'm done, so I'm canceling that shit right away. It's not worth it, Jim. It's not worth it at all.
Well, we get the 99 cents. You can watch Impact.
I don't care to watch Impact.
I don't really either. If I do, I could just steal it like everyone else is going to, because they're not going to give you 99 cents.
Exactly. Oh, fucking hell. It's too funny. Too goddamn funny.
This guy's still in the chat, just going fucking
He's
crazy,
still going
man.
off. He's still going off. Every now and then you think he's come around. He just keeps on going off.
Luckily, Stone Mexican guy's not in here, because sometimes he drops in and he just like fucking assaults me from the chat. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, goddamn. Gotta love it, though. Gotta love it. Hey, at least he's passionate, right? At least he's passionate.
Yeah. We didn't talk anything about Adam Cole.
No,
really.
we didn't.
Or
We didn't.
Pete Dunne.
No, their contracts are coming up. Who knows? Cole's contract is up. Who knows?
Yeah, that's one of those situations you're in.
Yeah.
You're like, well, of course AEW can't sign any more people right now. They've got way too many. And they definitely can't sign any more WWE people. Adam Cole and Pete Dunne? Well, maybe they could make room for 2 more. I want to see Pete Dunne go to fucking Japan and have matches like, dude, Dunne versus Hiromu, or any of the guys in the junior, Ishimori, all those fucking guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
I'd be trying to too. So, yeah, but it could just sit and like babble about shit like that forever. Or, I mean, it's just like we're gonna see what happens. We don't know what happens. It'd be cool if they went places. You know, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool. We'll see where it goes. That's a
Yeah,
chat
I don't know.
for another
Melina
day.
also appeared on Impact.
Yeah,
so there you go.
whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. You got anything else in the news?
Well, Steven Gibson is saying in the chat maybe this is something that just came out that they because Adam Cole did have a meeting with Vince
Yeah,
at SmackDown, and apparently a $1 million contract.
I love it
But-
too. It's so fucking public. It just like immediately, like everybody knows, like, oh yeah, he's got a meeting with Vince at SmackDown. Why does everybody know that? I love it.
Yeah.
A $1 million.
So who knows?
But that doesn't contracts at that company, unless there's a no cut clause in it, don't mean shit. Vince McMahon could offer me fucking $5 million a year, pal, $10 million a year. It doesn't matter what he offers. How long until that's fucking over? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're gonna pay you fucking $7 million over 7 years. Yeah, probably fucking not though.
No.
And they just cut you at any time they're done with you. And they've proven that. Braun Strowman and shit. I mean, they just cut people. What is Adam Cole? Why would they offer him $1 million? They have no plan for him.
I don't know.
What are they going to do with him? Keep him in NXT? I mean, even NXT fans are pretty much done with that. I mean, what else is he going to do there? Nothing.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's we'll see.
You're going to go to the
where it
main
goes.
roster? They're going to pay him $1 million a year to
That's wild.
Just-
I don't understand.
just be Mustafa Ali or Ricochet or
Like
any of the other guys.
I myself don't believe the $1 million contract rumor. I think, like, come on, like that's crazy. Because like they've been in stash mode for like 3 years now since AEW announced, and now they're starting to release it. Like what were these NXT cuts supposed to be to alleviate the on the books? Fuck me, god damn, what's his name? Adam Cole.
Cool.
I'm stoned.
You fucking reboot your brain.
I did. Just give me a second here.
Well, the show's been like a goddamn marathon, 2.5 hours long. I don't even know what's happening. And I want it to end, and I'm trying to make it end, and it just won't. And I keep making it longer, and I don't know what's happening.
It's a goddamn vicious circle. I blame you, Daniel Price.
Yeah.
Did you
Let's
hex
move.
us?
No more news.
No, there's no more news. I've had the news
there-
graphic gone long ago.
I don't know where we're at. Do you want to just call it a day on this shit? I did have a bit of a mark tank, but I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, do
You
we
can
need
lay
another
down.
reason? Do we need another reason for Daniel Price to be upset at us? I'm sitting through a Mark Tank.
Yeah, I don't know. You want to? No.
I don't care what we do. I'm fine to end the show. We've been going long and proper.
There you go. We'll do it next week with the
Yeah,
mark
there you
tank because I don't know what happened. I apologize. I need to. I don't know. Start a timer.
Start.
You have anything else before we depart? Then.
No,
Holy shit.
no, I don't.
All right. Well, thanks everybody who hung out in the chat. It's fucking fun, man.
Yeah.
I look forward to this shit every week. Hang out with everybody. Hear what everyone has to say. So good shit there. Thanks for downloading. Check out the other shows on the network. You know, I don't know what else you got. Nothing.
No, I don't really have anything else. Nothing else
well-
to add.
We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, may you get all the dick and pussy you desire. Remember, a winner is you, and be excellent to each other.
Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. Suplex City Limits. With your esteemed hosts, Jim Vicious and Tyler Fudge. Suplex